And welcome back to Icewindale. When we last left the party, they've been traveling across the 10 towns, solving issues in Lonely Wood and coming to terms with the White Moose. You entered into the Elven Tomb, found the Frost Druid, who seemed beyond negotiating. It appears as though she is dead set in her fanatical ways. Found the Frost Druid, who seemed beyond negotiating. It appears as though she is dead set in her fanatical way. You ended up taking her out. She has been now buried at the back of a... Oh, well, she got knocked unconscious. The White Moose carried her away, and unfortunately during this fight, Manny was buried underneath a rubble. He was like literally entombed in a sarcophagus. You paid your respects. You still got a what?
Can we still get him out?
Oh, no, you did not. It was like instant tomb.
Oh.
And at this point, the elven priestess, she said that she would safeguard his body here and protect it. And with that, you guys solemnly left and returned back to Lonelywood, where Nimsy Huddle had baked you all cookies in the shape of your characters. He was looking for Manny, trying to give him one, which was like, covered in icing. He was gone. In his place, we've met a new goblin in the tavern who seems to be spitting tall tales about his adventures and looking for a special didgeridoo that apparently was lost here in Icewindale. So he tagged along to the chagrin of many of the party members. He was threatened with a crossbow to the face, and it seems Dirt Diggler is on thin ice. And as you return to Tourmaline to deal with the mine infestation, we left off here as you guys delved deeper, discovered some rats, killed them, and you've just come to this massive chasm. It goes impossibly deep. Those with 60-foot dark vision, hell, those with 300 feet dark vision cannot see the bottom. And when you saw something fall down there, you didn't even hear it land at the bottom. That's how far it is. You can only imagine it goes deep, deep into the Underdark. There was a wooden walkway around the side of this chasm, and as Tracker was hammering in a piton into the side, that's when you heard a snap, a creak of wood, and you saw the entire platform give way. And Tracker, you're holding on, clinging to the piton that you've just buried into the wall. And beneath you, there are two kobolds with little harnesses. They're also holding onto the wall too. They've got little hacksaws in their hands. And that is exactly where we left off. You guys see these kobolds. Snorp has just exclaimed and says, "Oh, guy, it's Thwip and Scorp. Yes, Snorp and Scorp. It's been so long. Guys, hold your fire. These are my cousins." What does everyone else want to do? Start with Tracker, because you're like dangling on the side
can
here.
You set the map?
Yep, sure thing.
Just so you know, I'm gonna be distracted for like 10 more minutes because I have to do something on the side. So if you want something from me, just pipe up, please.
All right, Tracker, what do you want to do?
I want to climb up to the rope and ask the kobolds if they speak common. Do you understand common? We're friends of your cousin Snorp.
Yeah, I think they exclaim initially in Draconic, saying, but you can definitely understand what they said, something about Snorp. And afterwards in Common, they say, "Wait, these are friends of yours? What? Wait. They're not intruders? They're pretty heavily armed, Snorp. You can't just bring adventurer types down here." And Snorb says, "No, we can trust them. You're fine." They seem a little bit hostile and on edge still. They've got daggers in their hands. They look like they're about ready to just kill you right there and then, Tracker, by like climbing up and cutting the rope. But Snorb's giving them a moment of hesitation.
Wait,
And they
I'm
are
not.
eyeing you all warily.
I'm holding on the wall, not on the rope. So cutting the rope wouldn't kill me.
The rope of your life, the silver tether that connects you to the material
Oh,
plane.
that's rope. I mean, it's a fucking dagger. What harm can he do with a dagger?
If I was
What are you saying to them?
like about to cast Bane before Tracker said so, do you think anyone would notice? Like I was like literally just stood there about to cast it until he said something to them.
Yeah, they're 100% eyeing you. They're like ready to pounce into combat. They just tried to kill one of your party members after all. So if anyone does even a remotely aggressive action, it's initiative. But Tracker, are you just going to dangle there, or
I'm gonna climb up.
yeah?
Maybe
Into
try to
the
get
edge?
over there if that's possible.
Yeah, you can do. And as you land on shore footing, the two goblin kobolds as well. One of them follows you up and tries to get in front of you. Like, hey, you're not coming through here. What do you want to do, Roki?
I'll say, back up. Let my friend get somewhere safe.
I mean, I'm on I'm on solid ground now.
Okay. What's going on here? Yeah, guys, ask them what's going on here. Why are they here?
What's going on is you guys have invaded our new home. So, you'd best be leaving, unless Snorb has a really good reason why you're here.
How long
They
has it been
sharpen
your
their
home?
eyes.
We are here so that the townsfolk won't come here and try to attack all of you.
Yeah, Snorp told us you're his family, so we thought maybe we could strike a mutually beneficial deal between you and the townsfolk.
Snorb, you should have come with us to the mine. What happened to the rest of your pals, huh?
Oh, we made for the south. We tried to get through Devil's Pass, but the way was really treacherous. And there was a blizzard blocking the 10 trails, so we sort of just huddled up in the mountains, in the spine of the world.
I told you going south was impossible. All of us are refugees, you see. We fled Kelvin's cairn after the Red Yeti attacked.
Oh, the Red Yeti attack. Well, you see...
You've heard of the Red Yeti?
Wait, the Red Yeti?
Yetis aren't real.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hush.
Oh,
Not this again.
This one was real.
It was like skinned or something. You could see all its flesh. Like red, like the color of dried blood. It's
Last
far more
time we
vicious
went-
than a normal Yeti.
Last time we went to a Yeti sighting, we got attacked by 2 polar bears and some goblins.
Well, so anyway, really sad story, guys. But you know, the towns kind of need like the resources from these mines, and you need a new place to stay. And I guess you do like it here, right?
Yes, underground, good. Away
So-
from bright light.
So, how about instead of like attacking the miners that come here, you strike a deal? We work together with Snort. That's a mutually beneficial relationship. You could let them mine here and maybe even help them, and the towns would probably be willing to reward you with shinies. You like shinies, right?
Right. Stef, like, we could just have him work the mines, you know, and make a bit of money on the side. You know, it sounds like a win-win.
Yeah. You have a safe place. They will also help you defend this place if the Yeti ever comes here. They just need some ore from here. And you like digging tunnels anyway. You're kobolds. You love digging tunnels.
And strictly speaking, it won't be slave labor. Strictly speaking, you know, you get paid, and you know, we could sort something out.
Yeah, mostly shinies.
Mostly shinies, yeah.
We know make decision down here. Trex led us here. He has wings like dragon. Trex smart. Trex speak like human. Knows lots. He
Is
don't
Trex-
speak dragon no more.
Is Trex not a kobold?
Some
Oh,
kobolds
Trex
have
kobold.
wings.
Yes.
Storb, is Trex's family is yours as well?
Snorp looks a little confused, and he's like,
Trex? I don't remember no Trex.
"No." He kind of shakes his head.
Trex is leader around here. Trex says miners want mine back, but Trex has something better in mind.
What
We
does
don't want
Trex
to
have
just
in
have new
mind?
home. Oh, Trex knows food in town. Trex knows town safe. We want whole village. Whole Cobalt village. Yes. And Trex be town speaker.
Yeah, but you could still work with the other towns. That would be good for you, right? Maybe we can talk to Trex about this.
Why would you
Yeah,
want
just
to go?
Trex.
Why would you want to live in town?
Well, hold on, guys, because we've got this town that you know, down south that it's got its own problems. I'm sure we could arrange to have a bit of a, you know, a reshuffling of their local politics. You know, over at or a good mead, corpse mead.
How about
I see
give
no
us a
reason.
moment? Give us a moment to have a group discussion, and then take us to Trex. Would you do that?
You
I'll say to the
can
kobolds.
roll me a persuasion check, and I'll say with Snorp being here, you can have advantage. Otherwise,
okay.
you would
Which
just
is
be rolling
very
flat.
appreciated.
I'm glad you said that before I finish rolling. Okay, yeah.
Oh wow! Okay, well, so night and day between those rolls. They say. So Thwip says,
Okay. We keep eyes on you. You don't go nowhere. No exploring.
and Scorp says,
Yeah. You stay right there.
and he pulls out a little dagger and pokes it into your fur tracker,
Come on.
and he kind of like budges you back to the other groups.
So they're just keeping track of
What?
the rest of us go talk.
No, he's pushing you back
No,
away.
no,
Oh,
they
he's
are
talking back to us.
they are gonna talk, and we stay up there.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to keep eyes on you, basically. You can talk amongst yourselves, but
Okay.
you're over the other side of the cavern. And I will
Mm.
mention again, this waterfall that's running down is quite deafening, and you can't hear them from one side to the other unless you're shouting. So they can see you, but they can't hear you really.
I'm to everyone. I'm saying, why are we making deals when they've just announced some leader called Trek, who doesn't sound like a kobold, wants to take over the village?
Oh, no, they said he's a kobold.
There are
Trex.
winged
They-
kobolds. Yeah.
I,
No, winged
I,
kobold.
yeah, but it doesn't sound.
Look,
Snorp doesn't know him. This guy could be very dangerous.
he could
Because
be.
what kobold would say, "Hey, let's take over that whole town"?
I mean,
Snorp, does that sound like a kobold to you?
No, you misunderstood them. They want to found the new town in this mine.
No. They literally said they want to take over a town.
Oh, okay.
right, but
Yeah.
don't we have a
They would like
don't we have a town down south that's full of assholes anyway? That could use with a bit of manpower to fight against these giants that you've struck a deal with. I mean, well, from my perspective, and I've been chatting with Snorp as we've been going
Also,
on the
I
trail.
see no reason why human kobold relationships wouldn't work. We've been
Exactly.
around with Snorp for a long time, right, Snorp?
Yeah, it's your family.
No,
I know Roki
Yeah.
is under his type. He's specious.
No, I think the kobolds are being manipulated.
Why are kobolds?
They are being
Winged-
used by somebody to take over the town. And
I will say,
yes, no.
winged kobolds, they command a lot of respect because they're like they're seen as like prophets because they're closer to looking like dragon gods, right? So
Snorp,
if someone
Snorp.
if a kobold could breathe fire or grow wings, they're seen as like a speaker for their people.
Oh, Snorp, I have a question here. You don't know this track guy, right?
Yes.
But you
No.
know the Abrasir family, right?
I know Flip, I know Scorp,
I have
know.
a really hard question for you, Snorp, and listen closely. And I know you're a bit slow. Do you think we could convince them, if I breathe a little fire or lightning, that maybe I'm also a prophet? I look like a dragon, right?
You do not.
Well,
He does look
you
like
look
a dragon.
like dragonborn. And yes, there was one time when I believed you could be something special, but then you kind of threatened to kill my family, so
Yeah, but
all
now we want to
respect,
save
you
your
went out of
family.
window.
We're doing this in the name of saving your family, right? Like, they would
Right.
not go against Trek, right? And if Trek becomes a problem, we kind of have to do
Right.
something about it, Snort. So if you want to save your
Yes.
family, we need your cooperation.
How many kobolds were described as being here?
He did not say.
Because it didn't sound like there was a lot of kobolds.
I mean, if they want to
Didn't
take over a
Snorp
town,
X mention at least 6 names or something?
Okay. But I've not heard
Mhm.
anywhere than the numbers of kobolds that you would use to take over a town of this size.
Can't we just ask Snorp how many would be typically in a
Yes.
party size?
He says we used to be great in number back when we used to live in Coven's Cairn. Now we're splintered, divided. The tribes have all gone off in different directions. We thought we would try to make it back down to Baldur's Gate, but others disagreed, and so different dozens split out and found new homes.
okay,
Make it
okay.
make it
Yeah.
back down to Baldur's
So-
Gate, like as in you'd be skipping Neverwinter.
Okay, Snort.
Oh, right. We're not so good at maps.
Yeah,
Okay.
so what if Trex is using the kobolds in a way that's going to be bad for the town and the kobolds?
Okay, Snort. New angle.
Hmm.
Is there anything like trial by combat with your people? What if you beat Trex? Could you become the leader?
Oh, it's not not leader type, but it's not like idea that you talk to Trex and impress him with fire breathing. Yes.
Lightning breathing.
Oh, weird. Okay, weirdo.
I mean, there are storm dragons. They breathe lightning.
I just want us
These
to be
ones just don't know about
prepared. I just want us to be prepared for it to go bad. Like, I don't want to hurt Snort's family.
But you
I'm
say
not-
Trax is fair game.
But Drax is
Yes.
fair game.
I
For
don't know
now,
what-
Well, my suggestion, guys,
Yeah.
is that we use my draconic visage and Snorp's amazing persuasion skills, right, Snorp?
Oh yes.
To maybe convince them that there could be another leader or somebody that I don't want to lead the tribe of kobolds. I just don't want to kill Snorp's family.
Right, and then we take
That's a
we take
totally
the,
totally 180.
Yeah, we take because at the end of the day, right, we're gonna need a little bit of help to deal with these rampant. I mean, where are we going next, guys? We're going to.
I think we want to go to Trex, but I'm just saying
Oh yeah, no,
we-
to Trex now.
we need to
right?
be
I'm not
in
denying-
preparation.
Roki, I'm not denying that we're going to Trex now. I'm saying where are we going after we go to Trex? When we leave here, the plan was to go to Goodmead to save them from the
Is the
troll.
goblin Dirk
The
Dingo?
giant issue.
The giant love.
Yes.
Right.
That's not important right now.
Dirk,
Well, you say it's not important, but it might be useful to, what better to defend the town than an army of kobolds? And then, considering they've came in to save the day, maybe they can live peacefully, long, side by side, with the people there. They get their own town. Maybe they won't get to elect their own leader, but they'll have a voting share. I've long been an advocate. Well, I say that long. I've only been here for about a walk away, but I've even said, why is it that Snorp's getting only a quarter of the rewards of the rest of you guys? I mean, already you're treating him as a subhuman.
Mr. Dirk Diggler, I have a question for you specifically.
How
good are you at sticking daggers into the backs of people?
I'm not. I prefer to use my words, but I'm not dreadful. Why?
I don't know. Maybe while we talk with Trax, he happens to fall on the dagger.
Maybe he falls, maybe he breaks out in uncontrollable laughter, and you guys can finish him off. I mean,
Okay.
There's lots of possibilities.
Okay. I just want to say the reason I'm specifying all that I'm saying is I want me and Tracker to stand in front, and I want Stef and Kobold to use us like bodyguards so we're prepared for something to happen. Because I have a bad feeling about Trex, I have a bad feeling about this situation, and we don't know what he's going to do. And I just want to have us in position, have us in prepared that, it doesn't matter what we say, it might just lead to him attacking us anyway. Because it sounds like we want something he doesn't want, and
I don't see it going that way. I mean, if you really bungle it, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with going. We can speak to Trex. If it gets to the point, as long as nobody says anything fucking stupid, then we can just see the kobold, and then we'll be like, all right, Your Majesty, how you doing? Kiss your toes, and then we'll get out of there, right?
Do you want to try that?
I mean, we should try it.
Do you want to go first and try that? Do you want to try talking to him, or we stand back and let it happen?
Fuck it, I'll give it a go. I've got a pair of stones on me. You might not, but I can give it a
Well,
shot.
if you think that's a good idea, you sound very smart. Let's see what happens. Anyone got some objection?
So the plan is Dirk is gonna talk with Trex.
Yeah, we're gonna let him have a go. He sounds like he's smart and knows what he's doing, and there's nothing stupid about what he's saying.
It's not
I'm
stupid.
sure right about.
Yeah, just for context, Dirk has higher intelligence than Manny had.
Okay. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I said I've offered to stand there as protection and be prepared for stuff to go bad, so people shouldn't be taking the first hits, take the first hits. But if you think you can stand up in front and we'll stand back and let it happen, and we come join in when whatever happens.
Right. But I'm just saying, I like Stef's idea, so we'll take him and we'll present him as their new leader, and maybe there is a trial by combat, or maybe there is a we'll take Snorp with us as well, because
perfect.
Get through.
You can convince them of this. You sound like you're very prepared to convince them that Stef is their new leader. Lead the way.
I mean, when was the last time they saw a dragon? They
lead the way. Lead the way.
All right.
No, I'm just gonna
push him. All right. I'll say. I think Faith says, "Oh, thank you for your courage, Dirk."
Anytime for your lady. Gives you a wink.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Stef, are you coming with Dirk to try and convince them that you're their leader? The resounding silence. I think you might have stepped away from
looks like you're just on your own.
Looks like
can I say that I'm just having a private conversation with Tracker who are hey, what's the plan for if this goes to shit?
Depending on how it goes to shit.
Whereabouts do you think we should stand so we can jump in and stop people from getting themselves killed?
Our priorities would be protecting our group. That's number one. If what's the word? diplomacy is broken beyond repair, I say we get rid of them.
Should we have just like a signal for if one of us thinks, "Hey, we need to step in"? Because a part of me wants to just see this go fuck it up, but I feel like we should not let that happen.
Yeah.
So how about if one of us says, "Those wings look cool," or "Look at those wings." Just if one of me or you talks about his wings, that means I'm gonna step up and try to stand in the front before anyone gets hit. Yeah.
Okay. So when the wings are mentioned,
It's
we
only
are
if
gonna
me and
step
you.
in.
If me or you mention his wings, that means we're stepping forwards, so that we both know to go at the same time and no one gets killed.
All right.
Okay, will
Sounds
do.
like an idea.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Are you going to follow
Oh
Dirk,
wait,
then?
are we allowed to follow them?
We will follow. I assume that was
Okay,
the idea.
so-
But
I'll be grabbing the pie then as a whole and just take you there. So sure enough, these kobolds say, "You wish to have goblin talk to them,
Am I?
to Trax, or you all coming?"
If we can, we will. Oh, there we are.
Hmm.
Well,
Nice.
hold on, before we go ahead, what's the plan?
This way,
Is
this
it
way.
cooperation, or are we trying to tell them that Stef? Are we trying to tell them that you're their god? You still want to go down that
Oh.
route?
Hey.
I kind of pull at his Dirk kind of pulls at something dangling from his waist to try and or dangling from his hip to try and get his attention.
Oh. To who? Sorry, Steph or Snort?
To Stef.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I think he stepped away, didn't he, Steph?
He stepped away.
Sorry, I just finished up. Can you repeat that?
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
fully
I kind of,
you know, guys.
yeah. Dirk kind of whispers up to you. Right, are we going with the fucking plan where we say that you're their god? Or are we gonna try and like what approach do you want to take here?
I think we just see what happens.
Alright.
I don't have strong opinions. Let's see where the goddess of faith takes us.
You know, right? I mean, not a bad chance. Right. And Senrith, if you could move me on the tabletop to wherever is appropriate for me to be.
Also, sorry, out of character. You were really fucking quiet today.
Oh shit! I'll just speak louder. Is that better?
Please. I can only understand every second word.
Yeah, is that better?
Yes.
Way better, way
That is
better.
much better.
I'm so sorry about that, guys. Yeah. So Chris, I'm obviously I'm AFK right now,
Yeah.
but so if you could just move my token to wherever you feel would be appropriate.
Yeah, sure.
And
I'm just going to copy all your tokens. Yeah.
sweet. I don't know if you just want to give this goblin like base goblin stats until we figure out whether it survives.
Yeah, I've done that. Basically.
Sweet, wicked. Yeah. In that case, all right. Well, let's have a. You can see that Dirk is like visibly nervous. He's trying to like make a good impression for the group. He's also kind of shit. He's also kind of like soiling himself. So,
Mr. Game Master, immediately upon seeing this guy, can I make a perception check?
Yeah, let me get to that because you are coming down these twisting tunnels, walking across more precarious planks, and eventually you come to a small little mine. You can see some shining geodes on the corners that illuminate his visage. This kobold doesn't look quite so right. Something about him tells you this isn't normal winged kobolds. In fact, I'll give you the art. You can tell that
I've already
his
seen
wings
the
look
art
to be
from
some.
hovering over it. It's like...
Yeah, they're like kind of manufactured. They don't look leathery like you'd expect a dragon's wings. They kind of look. They kind of look like fabric, and there's little bits of holes through them, and you can see sticks for bones. And he's standing there upright, when normally kobolds are kind of like hunched down to the floor, and he's kind of standing there with his arms folded in a very like, you know, human kind of posture, wearing human-like clothes as well. You can see little pouches at his side as well. And he says, "Hello, what have you brought me?"
Oh,
Whip.
is this serious?
This is
Are you
Trex.
guys serious? This is a joke, right? You're pulling my leg.
But
No,
before we go into the conversations, can I ask, like, if I'm looking at this, what species would I think this guy is?
He absolutely looks like a kobold, but the wings are clearly manufactured of thin wood and tattered white cloth.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, yeah, cool. All right.
He says,
we could have done
I
that for Stef.
take it. He says, "I take it you are here to negotiate. Please, not raise your weapons." Dingo, what did you want to have?
That's
Add.
what I was saying. I was just asking that when I raised my hand.
Can we,
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted,
No problem.
I just wanted to know before it started.
I have like
Gotcha.
one out of game question, I guess, out of character question is like, do we even need
Yeah,
to
shoot.
roll a perception check to figure out his wings, or
No, that's why I said it. Yeah.
I've seen him.
He is absolutely, for all intents and purposes, a kobold, but everything about the way he speaks and stands just throws you off immediately.
Does he?
And he's
This is going to sound really strange. Does he smell?
oh wow, that one would require a perception check. That one's a little more advanced. But yes, Zay
I would
was.
also do like since he froze me off, right? Can I do an Arcana check on him to maybe see if he's maybe using an illusion or something like that?
You can roll an investigation check to see if there's an illusion, and you could also even go as far as an insight. But Zay, what did you want to?
Is there any way I can stand closer to the conversation?
Really, this is a bit awkward because these mines are so claustrophobic. I can't see a way in which you guys can get closer unless you're like all pressed up against each other. This isn't a place for negotiation. You could, you can position yourselves along this line, but as for getting closer, it's a bit awkward. Snorp is a small creature. You can stand on his square though. You can be like here, Track,
okay,
if you
cool.
like. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So you can see this individual in front of you, and he asks Thwip and Scorp, "Why did you bring adventurers down here? They are heavily armed."
Oh, they say they're friends of Snorp. Say hi, Snorp. Oh, hello, Mr. Trek, sir. I'm family.
Oh.
I don't know who you are.
Well, I am Trex, and I speak for these poor kobolds. There's more of an issue than what you're aware of down here. If you've really come to help, then I must warn you. There is something deeper down in these tunnels, lurking in the shadows.
Right. Anyway, Dirk Diggler, nice to meet you. Yeah, I love the whole, foreboding warning vibe you've got going on. Really adds to the atmosphere here. Shall I just go and say it? I mean, you look very upstanding for a kobold. Is that all right to say?
Yeah, and let's resolve some of these rolls as well, because I also had. Where's the investigation check? Oh, that's an insight, right? You don't really see any illusions here, not necessarily. Anyway, the only illusion is this. Clearly, like the wings are not real. They're constructed. What else? Was there a perception check for sniffing? You wanted to smell them?
Can I give him? Can I have a bit of a sniff?
Roll that.
I can't. I'm
Yep,
AFK.
go ahead. You're right up to him. Oh shit! Sorry. Right. Okay. My bad. Yeah, they'll just roll this then for you. Oh, you rolled pretty well. There is something odd about his smell. He's clearly cleaner, but not in a kind of like aromatic vibe.
In
If
a kind of
anything,
formaldehyde
you can
kind of way.
you can actually smell clumps of moss and lichen. You can smell like herbs, and you can actually see where it's coming from. He's actually on his satchels. Some of them are a bit threadbare, and you can see those bits of moss and shrubbery are they're kind of like peeking through. And
Would you
must
say
imagine
they're like explicitly aromatics?
they're like herbs, moss, lichen. So not aromatic, but they definitely have a different smell to the rest of these kobolds who are not collecting such things.
And when you
Really
said that,
kind
when you
of
described when you described his stature, like he's literally standing upright. He's not hunched over at all.
That's right.
And is
Yep.
that because of the weight of the wings on his back, or is that because he's like just standing in a way that's unnatural for a kobold?
The wings don't look too heavy. They're not like pulling him back. But his demeanor and mannerisms don't match the rest of the kobolds here. No, and he's got his arms like folded as he speaks to you, which is a very human mannerism. Like, and he looks at you with like discerning eyes, and he's keeping a leadership like stature as well.
It's going to sound stupid. Does he seem like alive?
Yeah, absolutely. He's breathing. You can hear his voice echoing off the walls around you. He doesn't smell of undead. He smells of herbs and mushrooms, maybe.
Maybe he
but
has
that's because of what he's
spices as
carrying.
well, and he's the KFC man turned into a kobold.
So he says, so why have you come here?
Well, I've heard that you guys are looking for a tan. Like I was having a chat to Snorp, my good buddy Snorp. We've known it. We go way back. Well, I say way back, but it's it's been a complicated few years for me, to be honest. And I've really started to come to the terms with family and even someone to stand by. That's it's important, and you should know this. Obviously, you've got this family of kobolds, right? Right. Right, exactly. So, what more can you do for your family than to make a home for them? Right, give them somewhere where they can be safe at night, and really feel like they've got everything they need, because that's surely as their leader what you'd want to provide for them, right?
That
Right?
was indeed our initial plan, to
Sounds like
evacuate and find a new home here.
Sounds like a great plan. Well, I'll tell you this. Are you willing to? I don't think you look like a coward to me, but I've heard stories, not bad stories, just stories where sometimes kobolds don't really want to get in the thick of it. But from what I've learned of Snorp and your people, you're quite a brave bunch, aren't you? You're willing to defend what's yours. Would you say that's right?
Yes.
Well, if we take all of that into account, we've got this town, right? I'm not far from here, to the south, and to be honest, there's been some political instability, I think, frankly, they could do with a change of leadership. Now, it's called good mead. Well, people are calling it corpse mead these days, because some what I would say are unethical business practices, but that's not for me to judge. They make most of the money out of the mead that you guys like a good drink, right, fellas? Right?
What drink? I don't.
We'll get to
It's an
that
alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, of course you do. Any kobold worth his salt would. I used to party with the kobolds back in on my adventure days. But you really, you don't really brew your own stuff. But when you get a good raid, you gotta say you sure know how to party. But what I'm saying is, there's this town. Your people want to follow you. They want you to be their leader, their town speaker. I've been chatting to the guys. How many of you are there, if you don't mind me asking? Just so I know if there's enough homes for you all.
I'm not comfortable disclosing that information just yet.
That's fine. We're not good buddies yet, but by the time we are, I'm sure you'll be telling me your darkest secrets, wouldn't you?
You do a lot of talking, Goblin, and I will say your what you're proposing does make a lot of sense. The everlasting winter has made the wilderness unsafe for my kind, and the preternatural cold dulls our wits. Please, if you can negotiate a place for us to stay and keep out of this horrible weather, we could work. We wouldn't cause trouble. In fact, Tourmaline would be richer for having us.
Well, Tourmaline's again, Tourmaline's got some stuff going on there, but as I said, there's a town. And here's the thing, you know what you said. If you've got a home, you'd fight tooth and nail to defend it, wouldn't you?
Which home are you suggesting?
Well, there's about to be quite a lot of vacant homes in Goodmead down south. So not south, but and as long as you were willing, I mean, we'd help us, of course. As long as you were willing to help us with a minor troll pest, not troll, what they call giant pest. It's only the one or maybe two of them, and there'll be a whole town fighting him. I mean, you guys are good when you get together side by side, right? So we could kill two birds with one with one army, or kill two goblins with one army. Go on then.
So go ahead and roll a persuasion check. Well, I'll roll you a persuasion check.
Has any of his beds seemed dishonest so far?
No, he's not being. You can roll insight, but I'll tell you up front, he's not being dishonest.
Not you. The
Trex.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, you
can...
can...
I want to know if anything seems dishonest.
Yeah, absolutely. So, an insight on 16. Interesting.
So I'm just waiting for that moment where it sounds like he's about to trick us and attack us.
I do have a question, Mr. Forgot the name.
Trex or Dirk, whoever you want to ask.
You seem awfully well spoken for a kobold. How come?
Yeah, we have a bunch of things happening right now.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to resolve these one at a time because we've now got a backlog of questions. Okay, so first of all, the persuasion check, that's an incredibly good roll. And seems he is more than happy to up and leave. He's not fussed about necessarily Tourmaline being his new home, but Goodmead he has heard of, and he says, Goodmead, eh? A giant problem, you say? Well,
It's a giant problem, not a giant problem, right? It's a small problem that involves giants.
I see. Well, we aren't much of fighters, but we can lay traps. Perhaps we can assist in the preliminary challenge, but not actually join the fight ourselves. We would be squashed from a single swing.
Right, but you turn the tide, right? You turn the tide of battle. Town loves you. They take you in.
I see. Trying to make us heroes.
Well, of course,
We certainly wouldn't want to be in the front line, but we would definitely join the fray.
Mate, neither would I. Right? Neither would I. But they squash me as easily as they squash you. But I'm just saying, we'll get you down. We'll get some traps laid. I mean, Tracker here, he'll probably be a dab hand with that kind of thing as well. He knows the wilderness as well as you do. And then maybe we can do a bit of Stef here. He can breathe lightning, so that might come into play.
He doesn't seem to be at all fussed by the Dragonborn's presence or the fact that he can breathe lightning. He doesn't seem swayed in that regard. Like, he's not seeing Stef as some sort of god, but he does seem agreeable to your idea to go to Goodmead. All right, insight check. This is clearly something going on. He is no mere kobold. He speaks with an incredible breadth of knowledge and vocabulary. Now, again, you've kind of like already ironed out the fact that there's no illusions going on here. There's no real like enchantments or spells. Maybe
I mean, you've got detect magic up. He said that I caught that sentence. So that sounds like a lie. That sounds like he's fooling us. Would my detect magic still be going? Because we did stop for a conversation before.
You did. That's true. Okay, so that's no longer up. But yes, earlier he talked about kobolds, and he said it in a kind of like separate way. How to explain this? He said that yes, the kobolds here, like that's what he said very earlier, I think.
Cool.
But and then he clearly tried to correct himself by saying our kind. And he almost tried to put emphasis on it to make it seem like, yes, I am kobold. I look after kobolds. But clearly it's more like he's kind of just in a position of power and he's got like little workers who are going to do his dirty work for him, effectively. Not that you're detecting any signs of maliciousness or evil intent, but it does seem like he's secured himself a position of power and now he's got people who will do his bidding. So to what end, you don't know, but it does seem like he is perhaps using the kobolds and not really caring for them as his own kind. There was a sense of like sarcasm or separation there. Zay, you got a question?
Yeah. Okay, I've got 2 questions now because, especially after Roki's insights, I don't know this yet, but if I were told something like that, would this be possibly like my situation?
What do you mean, your situation?
I think he means his
With
character.
reincarnation.
As in, he wasn't a kobold originally.
Oh, okay. Oh, you think he might be reincarnated? Okay. There's a possibility. You can't like confirm that without being able to ask him, saying like,
I
"Hey,
mean,
were you
I
reincarnated?"
can climb over to Scorp and ask him, "Hey, how long has Trax been your leader?" or stuff like that.
Snorp doesn't know.
Doesn't make sense.
Scorp doesn't know. Snorp doesn't know
Snorp
him.
doesn't.
Scorp wouldn't know.
Scorp, you said.
That's
Scorp.
Scorp and Twip might know them.
Is that intentional?
Yeah, they do.
sound fucking same,
You can talk to them. Totally.
But
talk to them and ask them.
I actually want to ask them why he specifically wants to go to the towns. These caves seem much safer.
I do think
Wait.
we're getting to that because he did mention that they need to leave this place because there is something further down.
Yep.
They
That was one
like
of the first things he
too
said.
hastily and too greedily.
If
Yeah,
you
but
say something now, you're kind of interrupting because Steph's already trying to say something, and then you're saying something over it.
Okay, well, hold on.
Yes,
Steph,
so
you
I
also
was-
asked
I was waiting
about the
after
inside
Steph.
check. Roll
I
one.
would like to
Roll an
roll an
insight,
into
Steph.
him a bit, right?
Yep. Yeah, right up to him. Blimey, indeed.
I have not finished what I was trying to say earlier, by the way, because I was cut off multiple times.
Go ahead.
I would like to lean into him because he did mention Trex. You did mention you can help out with great craftsmanship, but then I lean into him so only like he can hear it, right? I'm whispering.
Go ahead.
Your craftsmanship does not seem too great on those wings.
You're saying this because you don't want the rest of the party to hear, and
I
that's
don't
the
want
signal
rest
for
of the party
attacking.
or his people to hear it. So it's obvious that we noticed, that I noticed, but I don't necessarily want to expose it to him. Right?
Yeah, I was chuckling to myself when you said if we mention his wings, that's when we attack.
Oh no,
Because his wings are
it's
so
specifically
noticeable.
when it's Roki or Trekker.
No,
I wouldn't react on the other on the rest of the party.
I said like I'm leaning
Either
into
way,
him,
it doesn't
I'm
matter. It's
whispering. I'm whispering. The others.
yeah, I know you are. I'm just pointing out the humor because it's like if we mention his wings and then you see his wings and they're the most mentionable thing about him. It's like, oh god, you're biting your tongue. Like god. Okay. So Steph, you whisper to him and he says,
Doug gets confused, pulls his dagger out, and then like
it's
then
very
shoots
obvious
biggest
to him
teeth.
that we know, but we did not expose him, right?
no, of course. So he says, our workmanship. Well, yes, we have tools. We can dig, craft things. We are not fussed about which town we join, but we can aid in what ways we can. Much like yourselves, we are humanoids. We can use the same sort of tools, right? But what was your question again? My wings. Oh, yes. They are fashioned after the great winged kobolds. You may have heard of them.
Mhm.
They are seen as almost closer to their gods.
Okay. I'm still
And at this point, saying their gods is very much like he's not clearly
I was
associating
about to say,
himself as a kobold.
I would like to continue this line of questioning. What do you mean, their gods? Aren't you one of them? And
Oh, of course.
why would you feel the need to deceive them with your wings? Like, you obviously know that that's a status symbol, right?
These kobolds, they were lost, and they would die without my leadership down here. They would have fallen prey to either the wilderness or whatever lurks down in this cave. I am saving them from their own fate.
Mm.
Please understand that it is good that I am their leader.
Just between the two of us, I don't really care about those kobolds. You do what you want with them, but I still want to know the reason why you did all this, so that we can trust you.
I see. Yes, he looks over his shoulder. He's trying not to let the little child kobold behind him hear that there is something going on. Look, many hands make for light work. Kobolds are also easier to manipulate. They are fast, quick, but not quick in their heads. Sometimes it helps to outrun creatures if there's a few stragglers. It's about survival, really, more than anything. They are great in number. That means they are easy to it's easy to escape dangers if one is fallen behind. And they're great lookouts. I didn't pick the kobolds. I just merely saw an opportunity. But I assure you I have their best interests at heart. If I am able to get a homestead in Goodmead, then they will flourish, and they will be safe and warm under my leadership.
Okay.
Yeah, mate. I don't think we really care about your motivations, to be honest. I mean, we've got some giants we got to
This is
kill.
a whispered.
We didn't hear this. We were
This is a
Oh,
whispered
sorry.
conversation.
Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Carry on.
That's all right. No problem.
Well, for now, I'm gonna trust the guy, right? I'll give my party a thumbs up. Not trust him,
Okay.
but like we can work something out here, right? So I
We'll
would
work
like
something,
to
all right.
raise my voice so that everybody can hear us again. So you did mention a threat down here.
That there is.
What threat exactly? Tell us more about that.
Something is dealing death to many who venture further down into the mine. It is unseen. It attacks like a ambusher. We haven't seen the creature. For those who come across it, do not live to tell the tale. But we have certainly heard the screams as they are dragged away.
Well, as it so happens, we have someone very knowledgeable about monsters in our party. Is there anything that you could maybe describe to our Tabaxi friend here, like claw marks or sounds?
We believe it is an ambush hunter. It also leaves no tracks. So perhaps it is flying or something, or perhaps
Flying in these caverns?
Yeah, I feel like that could be a survival check for him or something.
No, this would be in nature.
Or nature that he can figure it out. But yeah, I wanted to pass the battle to check.
None of us have seen it. It is very well hidden. And it is capable of killing one of us almost instantly. The screams do not last long before they are dragged away. And it's a little bit of something. This has something to go on, but honestly, you won't be able to just guess outright what this is. But if you do wish to try and recall knowledge of creatures that may dwell in the Underdark, go ahead. It's not really nature though. It's going to be an Arcana check.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, yeah, sure. We can use this roll for Arcana. I don't mind. That would be. Is it 17?
17. Okay.
Yeah. If I were to roll Arcana, it would be 17. Unless you say it's with disadvantage.
No, I'll say that you can just roll flat. But what he mentions, it's a silent ambush hunter that leaves no tracks. If it was silent but flew, you would hear flapping of wings.
Mm-hmm. So it would be hovering, or climbing.
Yeah, climbing could also be a possibility, but these kobolds, I think they can climb as well. So they're no strangers to that.
Mm-hmm.
If they were looking for tracks, they would probably check the walls as well. And they'll also mention the body. There's no like drag marks from the bodies either. So again, it kind of tells you that this thing doesn't climb around and drag them across the floor. It probably picks them up and then they're executed. You can't guess exactly what it might be, but an ambush hunter means that it must be very good at hiding and incredibly silent. Also, if it's in pitch black when it strikes, you know that it's got some extra sensory abilities, like it can either see in the dark or just see in complete pitch black.
I know there is monsters that are, what's the word? Mimicking stalactites and stuff, but those are climbing things.
Yeah, you know of piercers, but this doesn't sound like it. They would also drop down onto a target, and they say that the only thing they hear.
Thinking ropers.
The same thing. It's just the second evolution. Once you give it a leaf stone, but yeah, they clearly are not making any noise when they make these attacks. Silent, undetected, and also you would know something about like nature in general. Ambush hunters aren't particularly fast. They wait for the prey to come to them.
Would it be a cloaker?
Those are the umbrella monsters, right?
Those are the manta rays that kind of swim through the air, but they don't fly.
Yeah. Potentially. I'm not going to pinpoint what you get with the 17, but those are definitely some helpful little clues. So, if you are willing, this mine will not be free until that creature is dealt with. Whether we leave or not, still leaves the mine in a dangerous, precarious situation. I'll tell you now, the only reason we came into the mine was because we found it abandoned. The 10 towners, they didn't leave because of us. They left because of it.
Well, it seems like we have a monster.
They didn't tell you this, did they? Judging by your expressions, they
assumed
didn't
it was you.
They did assume it was you.
Or perhaps they knew exactly what they were sending you down for, but didn't want to dissuade you with a description of a deadly killer.
Is he trying to persuade me or lie to me?
Sorry.
You can roll an insight.
Because that seems awfully manipulative. I'm not gonna be gaslit.
He's perhaps expressing that 10 towners aren't always ones you can wholeheartedly trust. There isn't a manipulation going on. Like, he isn't trying to turn you against 10 towners. That's not going to happen in a million years. But he's pointing out the fact that clearly there's everyone's got it. Everyone's out for themselves. Just because they live on the surface doesn't make them any better than kobolds down here who are trying to survive. He knows that. You guys know that. You've seen the ongoings in Corpse Mead. People are selfish. People are also manipulative. And not disclosing information of a deadly creature down here, well, you don't know for sure, but you wouldn't put it past them either. But no, he doesn't seem to have an agenda with that statement. He's just pointing it out. Okay. What else? Anyone else have any questions or things you want to say to Trex? Cool. All right then. In that case, Trex says,
I feel
Oh.
like it's
"Yeah,
Sorry. You
it's
were
time
saying,
for
Stef?
deliberation for the party. I guess what we're gonna do about it.
yeah. What do you guys do about it?"
I mean, I'm gonna say it outright. I'm down for hunting the monster.
Roki, what's your take?
I mean, I was just stood at the back watching everything happen. I didn't think we were gonna. If people like actually turning it on, I'm probably to be like, "We're gonna go fight a monster." What?
I mean,
would have heard most
you
of
could have
Drake's.
heard most of the conversation.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm just saying to you guys. I'm like that. That's what we're doing.
Right,
We've
well,
talked to this guy
okay.
for 5. We've talked to this
Well-
guy for 5 minutes, and we're gonna go fight a monster for him.
We are.
no, well, wasn't. Well, wait a minute. Didn't we? He's supposed to be helping us fight a monster. How did? I'll leave you 5 minutes with him. I mean, he's done the switcheroo on you.
I mean,
We are under no
does not
obligation
seem like they're
to
the
hunt
problem here,
monsters.
it does not seem like they're the problem here. And he did say that they would be cooperative if we get rid of the monster. And
We
That's
the
went into the mine with the objective to
Get rid of the
have
kobolds.
to help relocate the kobolds. That is why we went into the mine.
Yeah.
We weren't told or asked to get rid of the monster in the mine.
Yeah, but
we were
that's
told
two
to
birds
get rid of the
we could
kobolds.
We could always like make the 10 tons a better place, right? They obviously need that mine, and if they come back
Right.
here and they all get
Okay.
killed, they're
Then they
just-
can.
Well, I'm starting.
Then
Yeah,
they can
no, I'm
triple our
starting to.
pay and ask for that.
Well, no, I don't know. I'm starting to hear his kind of good argument. What? How about this, right? We first agreed to relocate the kobolds, so we move the because we don't have to do all this at once, guys. You know, you guys, you want to solve every problem in the world. Why don't we relocate the? Hold on. We're on a clock here, right? We relocate the kobolds. We deal with the giants. We tell the people in the towns that we've got rid of the kobolds. Then they'll already know we're good at the job. And when they find the big fucking monster, who are they gonna call?
Yeah,
I mean,
if we just go fight this monster, we're helping the kobolds stay here.
Exactly, they've got a motivation to leave. We should leverage that.
okay, that's a fair point. We can also like take them to good meat.
You
and
can't
stuff.
leverage.
What?
You can't leverage that when he literally just said whether we leave or not, the mine is not going to be operational.
If we're bringing the whole
Right.
group from this, hey Trex, why are you choosing to stay in a cave with a big monster over any other cave that
He
exists?
wants to leave. That's why they.
No, he wants to go to the towns.
He does
Yep.
not want to stay.
Yeah, we'll give him corpse meat.
No, I want to hear Trex's reply to me saying that to him.
Yeah, so as I have said, 10 Town's much preferred location. It offers food, sanctuary, warmth. These mines were
Right.
simply a temporary station where we
I
found
could
it abandoned. We
argue.
found. Hold on.
Shh, let me have this
We
conversation.
also found that we found this place abandoned. It was a natural cave that we could just hide in for the time being. Little did we know there was a deadly monster down here. But we take
Right.
our chances
You
with that
refugees.
thing rather
Wait,
than
wait.
rather than an entire town of militia who, as I'm aware, waiting up there with spears.
Yeah, and you've got
So-
little babies here, right? You got little kobold babies.
I'm gonna give just a
Yes.
dark look to Dirk and say,
Story.
"Shut the fuck up."
You
Trex,
fucking kill the
tell
goblin
me-
babies.
Shut up, or I'm gonna stab you. I will
Bring it.
chop your hand off.
Oh,
I
my
just-
God.
Trex, explain to me why
Hmm.
your kobolds here, Scorp and Flip, seem to think that you want to take over the town, not become a part of it.
Ugh. Thwip, Scorp, we've been over this. A simple miscommunication, I assure you. The kobolds aren't usually aware that there's an avenue where they can live and coexist with humankind. It's just not in their repertoire of options. I'm trying to let them know that we can live peacefully, not take over the towns. Thwip, why wouldn't you get this through your head? Yeah, and Thwip's kind of like, oh, wait, he's the other one. Right. Yeah, sorry, boss. You can roll an insight for this as well, Tracker. It does sound like a very kobold thing to do.
Hmm.
Snorp has most often misunderstood what you mean, and also not seen a greater meaning into why when you like allude to things, he thinks, "Oh, great, that sounds like fun," when actually it could be like something really bad and deadly.
Yeah. I also want to
could
point
be
out
it's-
that, like, he did mention they are not fighters, right? And we would be one-shotting kobolds. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
would
saw
be
that- I
stupid for this.
want to see how he stands up to my scrutiny.
Yeah, it seems like it comes down to kobold intelligence, perhaps. They say a lot of
Okay.
stupid things. I mean, Snorp earlier said that he was going to go to Baldur's Gate, and he completely forgot that there's an entire continent, Neverwinter, between here and there.
Okay.
So if they say stupid stuff, it's because they're stupid. Simple as. Trek says, like, we're going to live peacefully. Peace, that means not stabbing.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, we got it.
Fine then.
He rolls his eyes.
Okay.
I just say
Okay.
fine then. And leave
Well,
So
it
he
there.
seems sincere.
Perhaps. There's maybe just one thing, like an inkling, Tracker, that if there was... He said something about like it being an opportunity earlier, maybe. You are not going to put it past kobolds that if they see a dying village of starving, dwindling numbers, that they could just kind of finish the job and then take over a town. But they would much rather avoid conflict and actually just have, a peaceful coexistence. Whether that, even if that is tentative.
yeah, and they're craftsmen.
Anyway.
That seems beneficial to the town as well. Kobolds can craft
Yeah.
things, right, Snorp?
There you go. Yeah, they're little and
Yeah. My great-grandfather was a kobold inventor. He invented the scorpion on a stick.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
that's amazing.
That sounds scary.
And my uncle invented the skunk in a cage. Great use for all of those. Oh, and the centipedes in a jar. Yeah, that was my idea. Maybe I'll be a kobold inventor one day. Follow my
Are
grandfather's
there
footsteps.
actually like kobold blacksmiths or something like that? That are like actually good? That's like an out of character universe question.
Yeah, some of us have black scales. Yeah, I don't know if I know one named Smith though.
he's out of game. There's very few and far between. They mostly use like ramshackled stuff put together. They're inventive,
Sorry.
but that doesn't mean they're like good.
Yeah.
They're crude. They're crude inventors.
And Snorp, one question to Snorp, right?
Yeah.
You seem to know a bit about those prophetic kobold kind of guys. Are they usually that smart? He's really smart, right? He's more like us than you.
Oh yeah, he's the smartest one I've ever seen. Wow, he must have really been blessed by Tiamat. Or Avaturus, that's the one. We remember now, we established last session that Snorp kind of worships Avaturus, an ancient white dragon.
Oh
yeah,
I would,
Avaturus
I
must
would
be
like to turn around to Trax and ask him. By the way, Trax, which dragon do you worship?
Which dragon? Well, he's gonna roll a quick intelligence check. Nice. Well, here, in a greater sense, most kobolds would worship a dragon goddess such as Tiamat, but here in Icewindale, it seems fitting to hold up Aventurus to those lofty heights of worship. She is the terror in the white. She is the blizzard in the tundra.
Guys,
Yeah, he is good.
this guy's
He
good.
knows of that. I know of this dragon.
Well, you know of this dragon, right? You've
Oh, yeah.
you know this dragon well, would you say? Can I get an insight on that?
Well enough. Yeah, absolutely. Any who wander too long in Icewindale should have heed the warnings of Aventurus. The Great White Worm is a deadly force, one that dissuades any who venture into the north. Oh, sorry, your insight check. Yeah, I forget. I'm waiting for you to roll it. But you got an 11.
11.
Judging
okay.
by his, yeah, he seems knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
I mean,
then.
I'm just gonna add and say it, DM. Are we talking to Aventurus?
Oh. Well, they're described as a white ancient dragon. They may be lacking in the size department, but
Okay. I was just thinking dragons can polymorph, but maybe I'm wrong.
polymorph. Yes.
You're thinking about
Having quite the debate. Fake wings, so no one believes you're the real dragon.
Yeah, the ultimate double buff.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Yeah, they actually are real.
You're thinking about World of Warcraft there.
No, he's not
No,
wrong. Chromatic
no.
dragons can polymorph. Metallic dragons can polymorph. Chromatic ones can't. Rules as written. However, in my world, chromatic ones can also polymorph. So, anyway,
So you're saying there's a
not worry.
chance? Okay.
There's a chance.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Okay. Right. If you would like to let the townsfolk know that we are not a threat, that we can leave peacefully and make our way to Goodmead, then I can be assured that no one will stab us or shoot us on the way out.
Can we convince him to come with us right away? The Goodmead
Well,
people owe us, right?
Very well. Yes, and perhaps it is best we hear it. We hear you say it to them. All right.
Yeah,
Vought,
because we
Zerk,
could be leading you into
go-
an ambush. Anyway, go on.
Go
We're not.
Go
we're
collect
not. but-
Grek and go collect Grek and Small. We're gonna leave this place. Pack it up. Let's move.
So
Um,
now, before
yes,
you're
Greg.
packing up, right? Hold on, guys. Like, how many? Because so when we become closer friends, you tell me, and we're going to be on the same convoy
just said
anyway.
it.
For supply, that's all of you.
He just reeled them all off.
Jeez.
No, we're not
Okay.
really.
Well,
There ain't many. As you suspected, it is a small little splinter group of kobolds that are just trying to survive. And there may be more, but it seems like he did mention some of them getting picked off by this creature. So, yeah. All right, then. I'm going to just say that you want to just head back the way you came, come to the guards and speak to them? Or is there anything you want to do whilst they're packing?
I'd be job done. Why wouldn't we do just that?
I would like
All right.
traveling like if they come with us and they see us at the gates, they maybe also realize they
I
maybe-
fear that if we bring all the kobolds into town, then stuff might happen that we
Oh,
cannot
we
explain
can,
in
we
time.
can wait at the gate and call the speaker over. We don't have to
We've
worry.
already specified we're not going to kill them, so
Fair.
it's not going to
Yes.
be suspicious.
They are assuming that they are under your protection now. It's your word to save their lives, effectively.
Yep.
All right, then. So we'll say that you get back to the top through this. There is like this big lever and a mine shaft, and there's a crank that operates an elevator, and you go all the way back up, and eventually back to the front where the guards see you. And he calls out, "I think it's them. I think they're coming back." Wait, there's more of them.
I will shield as many kobolds as is possible.
Roki, it seems like you can do the talking with the guards now. I'll also hang back with the kobolds and shield them.
Am I going up front? Okay.
Wait, who are they? They seem a little skittish. These guards.
Is there a different map for this, or is this just imagination now?
No, we're just saying we're back in Tourmaline,
Okay.
but it's
Like-
30 minutes
We're
away
at
from
the gate of
Tourmaline.
the town, right? Like where the guards would be.
You're 30 minutes out from Tourmaline
Mm-hmm.
at
Okay,
the
cool.
mine.
So I'd approach them. I'd say, you wanted them out of the mines. Is that not correct?
Hmm. Mastu's going to want to hear about this. He seems unsure, but he's in no position to argue with a group of heavily armored adventurers and a small contingency of kobolds. So we'll skip ahead back to Tourmaline. Oris, Mastu, you come to see him in his. He told you he'd be at the Blue Clam. You can either wait.
Yep.
We'll say that you ask for the kobolds to just stay out of town for the moment. Maybe a couple of you stay with him. Roki, you can continue.
I'll stay with the kobolds.
I'll stay with the kobolds as well.
No problem. So it looks like Roki, you continue the talking, but now with Mastu.
I mean, I
who's
want Dirk
eating-
with us. I don't want Dirk to go. I'm going to make sure Dirk comes with us for this conversation.
Dirk's with you. You got
Yeah.
it. Mastu says, so we'll snap cut to him. Kobolds? What? You can't be serious. Living amongst people?
I think you misunderstand. My good friend Dirk here had a brilliant idea for sending them to Goodsmead. They won't be your issue.
I'll not hear the end of this from... Wait, does Kendrick still run that place?
Yes, he does.
And unfortunately,
Is he asking me that?
yeah, he is.
Wait, is it Kendrick? I thought it was someone else.
Kendrick passed away. It is something
someone else was
Shander.
elected.
Oh,
What's the name again, sorry?
Shander
Frost.
now
Frost?
now runs the
Shander.
place.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
say no. It's
Shander
Shander now. There was an unfortunate accident with Kendrick.
I'm guessing the same unfortunate accident as the one you're willing to have these kobolds deal with, yes? I heard about the giant. Looks like it finally claimed the old bear.
Unfortunately,
I see.
is
Well, I can...
have we not achieved what
Doubt
you were
anyone's
asking
gonna
for?
like
Got the kobolds out of the cave? Is there anything else you're not telling us about?
I thought we agreed that you'd get the monsters out of the cave.
No one said monsters to us. We were told there were kobolds there, and you wanted the kobolds out. And we said we would do
Kobolds-
it, but we're not killing them.
Kobolds are monsters.
Sure,
No. Oh,
that's fine if you think that. But
So there are no more monsters left in the cave, in the mine.
that
that
isn't
all you're
what we
saying?
agreed to. We agreed to get rid of the kobolds. We made the agreement to get rid of the kobolds. You can ask your men.
He bares his tusks for a moment in a sign of agitation. And Faith says, to add to you, like, you said that the kobolds are the problem. And if we got rid of them, then you shouldn't have a problem paying us, right? What seems to be the issue? He kind of lifts up, he like pulls his napkin away and like stands up from the table. All right, look. There's something else down there.
We know.
It seems you know that I know.
So,
Well,
was there a bit of
How are we
dishonesty to trick us into fighting that for you? For what we thought would be kobolds, you just new people show up and you're like, let's send them into a a very dangerous situation.
We don't know what it is. We couldn't even help you if we told you. All we know is that something's been killing our miners. And whatever it is, was enough to make the men completely spooked. They refused to work down there. Then the kobolds moved in. But look, we couldn't be sure whether it was something working for the kobolds. Maybe it's them that drove this creature in there in the first place. What have they told you? Hmm?
Well, I think Dirk just had a very long conversation with them, and what do you think, Dirk? They seem like they were very truthful about just going into the place that after it had been emptied, not before.
They could have lured it there. And then once it dealt with us, they moved in. What do you think of that?
You're just saying whatever sounds like it fits your narrative?
I'm saying you can never trust a kobold, is what I'm saying.
You don't have to trust them. We are getting out of your hair. If we get our payment, and you in some way give us a reason to trust you, after we've taken into Goodsmead, maybe we can come back and help.
Yeah, you speak of trust, but clearly we can't even trust you. Roki's right. We want our payment. Roki, you can roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Nearly press disadvantage. Ooh.
Right.
Nice.
That's a charisma check. I'm sure you're proficient. Oh,
what did I
are you
press back?
proficient? No, that's
No,
just
it's a
yeah.
it's
No, that's the
persuasion.
same.
Yeah, charisma,
It
yeah.
worked.
Okay,
So
I forget. You've got.
I got a 20 with minus
Yeah,
1.
yeah. So he says, "All right, look, how about I cut you a deal here? You better than 50 gold, all right? I'll double it. 100 gold, and kill the monster, whatever it is. Make sure it's safe down there. I'll double the gold. You can come back and collect then. That sound good?"
Half now, half then.
Right, done.
Sounds good.
He hands you a satchel of 50 gold pieces. Faith sort of says, all right. Roki, should we head back to the others?
Oh.
Wait, you guys resolve.
Let's go back.
Okay.
Where's Tom?
Where's Tom?
He might have needed to rush to the toilet, drop his laptop in the bath, who knows.
I hope not.
For the sake of this, we'll say that what was just said is basically reiterated to the rest of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Faith says, and that's why we have 50 now. Want to get another 50?
Sounds like a plan.
But maybe we take the
We do
kobold.
this after
Yeah.
we deal with the giant, right?
Yes, after we head to Goodmead.
Yeah.
Everyone happy?
I mean, you would have to travel all the way to Goodmead, then travel all the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like 2 days.
That's what we said to them. We'll come back after.
That is true.
Sure. I mean, it's really up to you. I'm just sort of offering an idea that you could just do it now, and then travel to Goodmead.
Yeah, but we did not negotiate lodging for kobolds to stay in the town.
Yeah, we told them we'd get the kobolds out of here, and we told them we're going to go to Goodmead and come back. That was the discussion we just had with them.
Okay. I can just simply fast forward this. Say, like 2 days later, you travel to Goodmead, dropped off the kobolds. Are you going to try and deal with the giant problem then and there, or are you waiting for it to attack?
Well, I imagine we're going to have a conversation with the speaker about bringing some kobolds to his town first, and then deal with the giants.
Right.
Or are we just assuming that they're gonna, it's all gonna be fine? They're gonna let the kobolds stay there. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, it's no. I'm just saying though that is that the plan of action?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're not gonna wait for them to attack. We're gonna like after we settle the kobolds, try to like decide, hey,
we
how
can
are we
use
dealing with
many-
this now that we're
We
back?
can use many of the amazing kobold inventions to help us in the fight with the giants. Red Storm.
Oh God. Okay. I didn't realize we'll do this straight now, but sure. Let me fast forward you 2
sorry.
days then. No, I mean they can lay down some traps and stuff, but
Oh yeah, speaking of, this would be the moment to teach Snorpay. You wanted to learn how to place traps, right?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
So
I mean, I already got some guidance from you. Remember the bear trap?
yeah,
Yeah. So I know how to set one of those up. Sort of. You have to remind me. Refresher lessons.
so
Where the
while
hell
we
is the
were
calendar?
traveling, oh, it's on
There it
notes.
is. I got it. So we go forward 2 days.
Is it
better
I
than
do have
traveling?
a question while we do all the
Let's-
forwarding thing because I learned new information about kobolds, right? Is it
Oh,
possible
God.
for a kobold to like ascend into the winged state, or do they have to be born like that?
Oh, it's ascent.
Yeah, it's like an ascent.
Oh.
The dragon
Seems
has to
like we
bestow
have
its power
we have
upon
a
the
progression
kobolds.
path for Snorp figured out.
You do, yes.
Snorp
Should you
is
bring him before Avaturus?
Mhm.
Maybe.
So if we're doing
Alright,
2 days of traveling, how does like camping out one night work, or do we have to find somewhere to stay in that first night?
You will not be camping out in the open tundra.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, where are we staying on the first night? Or are we just skipping the whole
You could
thing?
stay in Goodmead the first night.
Wait, we want to go to meet, right?
Yeah, we're going to Goodmead. You mean Terrorly?
That's right.
No.
Yeah.
Where's
No,
between
you could
Terrorly and Goodmead? Like,
Lots
because if
of
we're
towns,
traveling
but I'm
now,
saying-
we stop somewhere in the middle for the first night and then carry on.
Let me just
I'm
tell you
happy
how long it actually
to-
takes to get from one town to another.
I'm happy
Because
to
it's not as
just
far as you think.
I'm happy to just fast track all of that if it's okay.
Yeah, of course. But you will spend a couple of gold if you're spending 2 nights. But this is the reality. It doesn't take that long to get from town to town.
Mm.
Where is it? Really need this bookmarked. It's going to take like hours, but not days, basically, is what I'm saying. Holy shit, I can't find it.
It's like 30 miles. That's like a full day of travel. It's like a 10, 20-hour travel.
Yeah.
All right, so knock off if you're gonna stay at an inn or something, it's gonna be like at least a gold to stay there, and you're gonna need to knock off rations as well.
Yeah, so 1 gold and 1 ration each. Oh, I've just put 4 instead of 47. Why is my keyboard?
There it is, found it. So you're coming from Tourmaline to Goodmead is going to take 12 hours.
Oh,
Correct. It is not as far as you think.
I mean, it makes sense. 30
Um,
miles, I could knock that out.
yeah,
in
but this
good
is
weather. I could
30
knock that out
miles
in 8 hours.
in
So it's like
difficult terrain, basically.
Yeah, it's like 1.5 times what it would be in good terrain by the number Sarah just gave.
Mm-hmm. As long as you've got snowshoes, you can sort of manage, but you can half that time if you have something like dog sleds or axe beaks, which I'm sure you're working towards with that money you're acquiring. So we'll say knock off a ration and a gold.
Did we have an
for your
axe beak at
stay
some
in.
point?
Yeah, that
From
was
the bag of tricks.
bag of tricks.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Now, you'll probably stop off in like Bryn Shander along the way, and then you'll cut across the east way, go straight down.
Mhm.
And so, if there's anything you did want to buy in Bryn Shander, you can, like an axe beak, but you really
Did
need
we-
a whole party's worth.
Get money from Lonelywood because my inventory says I don't have any money.
Oh wait, yeah, we just got 50 gold. I forgot about that. Was that 50
Yeah, do you
gold
wanna
each or
split that
split?
up?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
split.
fair.
So-
It's 50 gold split.
Is that 5 each?
Ye-
Wait,
10
50.
each?
Sorry, I was thinking 25. 50. So it's 10 each, right? If,
10 each.
including.
That's right. Yep. Faith she doesn't want the money. She's fine. But Dirk will definitely get 10 gold. All right. So whoosh all the way back down to Goodmead, Coldsmead. And we're going to speak with Shanda Froth.
Shender.
Now, he is in the Goodmead Town Hall, which is aka the actual distillery itself. And, well, where are they? Find you. Yeah, okay. So
Don't we also
he
have the
points you
key?
towards
The old speaker's house? Weren't you guys invited to stay at the old speaker's house?
Kendrick's, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you stay in Kendrick's, guys?
Ezekiel stayed over there. But I don't know that.
We did, I think, yeah.
You
I don't
think?
remember.
Anyway, not important right now. You make it back. You've fully rested, by the way. So click a long rest.
Is that relevant for my character sheet? I don't know what happened. Oh.
Yeah, it is. You cast some spells, I think. But in any case, I'm just saying you're rested. If you're not, you are now. So you arrive at Goodmead Town Hall, and as soon as you enter, you realize there's a few new people here. There is 2 individuals that basically are side by side of the door. As soon as you enter, they look at you all and they're like, "Wait, hold up, hold on. Who are you? What do you want?" They don't recognize you. You don't recognize them.
Hi,
clearly
we are
they're
friends of the
clearly
town.
armed as well.
Can we have a moment with the speaker?
Hmm. Who are you? Just friends? Got names? Is there a party name?
Well, I'm Roki. This is Stef. This is Faith. We've been here before, and next to us is Tracker and Dirt. These 2 are new guys. I like pointing
We are
people as I'm
kind of
doing it.
like your local problem solvers.
Right.
We are supposed
your-
to be here to get rid of the giant problem.
Is that your group name, the Problem Solvers?
Sure.
Sure, whatever, if that makes you happy.
We are seeking counsel.
I just need. Yeah. So the speaker is a very busy man at the moment. I'll see if I can organize a
Have
meeting.
time for us. You know your entire meat situation thing. We kind of helped you with that, and
Did
we
we?
know about.
Let's not say too much. We don't
see.
know what everyone's been told from here on out.
We know
can
a lot.
sling-
I'm sure if you give our names, he'll have a moment.
We know a
for us.
lot about the means of
Mm.
production. You could say.
Steph, it's fine. It's fine. We're not being
Follow
friendly.
I
us.
said what I said. You don't speak for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to shoot you in game.
So then you're led off to the side of the Goodmead Town Hall, which looks like it was the distillery workshop for making barrels. And this too is also guarded from the outside. You see another couple of muscle. One's got a big old mace slung over their shoulder. Another one has an armed crossbow loaded and held at their side. They explain who you are, and one of them heads in, and he comes back out and says, "Froth will see you in an hour. You're free to wait around."
Well, normally
course.
I'd go for a drink, but maybe not here. What shall we do for an hour?
You can wait it out, but it does feel as though the Froth is making sure you understand that you're seeing him on his terms and can't just barge in there whenever you like.
I mean, can
There's
I
a
head back into the
awkward.
tavern and see if there's anyone I
Mhm.
recognize in there?
Yeah, there is. Someone comes and goes who you do recognize, and that's Octavia. No, not Octavia. Olavissa, sorry. She was the other kind of runner for the town speaker, but in the end,
Hmm.
Froth it felt like Froth just suddenly won all the votes at the last minute.
Leave
Even
me the
though
last
Olavissa is
minute.
definitely a respected. Oh, I just felt like that, you know. So yeah, she is
Yeah,
here. You
can
can
I go
speak
have
with
a
her at some
conversation
point.
with her? Just like say hi, how's it going?
Oh, greetings. It has been troublesome here. There's no one left who seems to have any morals left. No conscience.
Yeah, Ruff seems to
Obviously,
have
you
gained a
helped.
militia.
Hmm. Yes, he went to Targos recently, and he said that he met with family there.
Okay.
Ever since, it is like these muscles have come out of nowhere.
Is
Now,
there
I don't know.
any issues of other towns? Because we met a guy up in what was it called? Where do we meet Dirk? Sorry, what was that place?
Lonelywood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we met
Lonelywood.
someone in Lonelyhood who seems to talk about dodgy dealings with the mead here. He shouldn't know that. So if he knows, is this being spread around? Because we haven't said anything.
Did he?
He literally said in the conversation in the cave just now. Was it just before
You're
it
talking
was
about Trex?
no, Dirk. Dirk was talking about dodgy dealings in
Oh,
Goodsmead and it being Courtsmead because of those
right.
dodgy. So it
Yeah.
sounds like someone knows something if it's getting all the way to him.
Well,
Or was he not
I'm
supposed to know
assuming you didn't. I'm not sure how he knew that, to be perfectly honest, but I will roll with it anyway. She says, "You didn't tell anyone, did you? I mean,
Nope. He's the
you
first
remember
person we've heard
they
talk
paid
about
you.
it. Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I got a phone call.
Okay.
No worries.
So maybe
I don't know
someone
where he heard
here is
that.
spreading the news.
Did I miss anything
Or
relevant?
maybe the refugees.
Maybe.
No, you didn't.
So maybe not everyone is quite
The
on his side as it seems. So there might still be people on your side. They're a bit hidden.
Right. I see. Well, Shander Froth seems to be going back between Targos a lot recently. I don't know what he's up to, but you're right. More and more muscle seems to be getting around this place. Perhaps he's fearing for the worst. Either way, it's put me on edge.
We have a meeting with Roth in an hour. He seems determined to make us wait. Do you think I should tell him that we've heard it elsewhere, or should I not say something? I don't know which seems more dodgy.
She doesn't know. She kind of shrugs, but I'll remind you that he did pay you not to tell anyone.
Yeah, I feel like letting him know we heard might be
Good.
oh yeah, thanks for letting me know. But like hiding it and then finding out that we know might seem like we were hiding it on purpose. Like I'm trying to figure out what the best approach would be.
That's the gamble.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That is
something
an
we
absolute
should
gamble.
decide, not ask her about it. No.
No, yeah, you raise a good point, and that can go either way. So it's kind of like use your own discretion, or perhaps hope for a really good persuasion roll.
Yeah,
you know.
well, I just say to her that's fine. I'm sorry to pressure you. I just figured you might know a bit better than me, but I understand.
I'm really not up to scratch on everything that's been going on here. It's been like it's like I've been stripped of my, responsibilities, and now I'm just trying to keep the kids safe who are left here. The ones you rescued. I've been looking
Yeah.
after them.
You haven't considered taking them somewhere else when you realized how you were being treated here?
It's true. They could have been part of the refugees who went to, what was it, East Haven? But I'm keeping a close eye on them. This is a place closest to their home. Perhaps, maybe I've got hopes that this winter will end sooner than later and they can return home. But for now, I'm just keeping them close under my wing, and I need to be here to make sure it doesn't get any worse. Which I'm not doing a great job of, I'll be honest. I've got no power here, but it's good to see a friendly face. I hope
Well-
you can talk sense into Froth one day. That this is all just a bad idea. Something's got to break eventually. Like you said,
Well, I think his
secret
power
stays
is
hidden forever.
entirely on. Yeah, his power is entirely on this secret. If he loses his source of
Mm,
the mead, he loses his money. He loses his power.
yes. Well, um, I believe this is just going to eventually, someone will see through the cracks. And then it'll come to blows. And perhaps that's why he's fearing for the worst and hide all this extra muscle. Don't know where they
Yeah.
come from, though. They don't look like 10-towners either.
Oh,
I'm not sure. He sort of shrugs. Maybe they are, but they're not. They're not from East Haven or Targos. Oh, sorry, they're not from East Haven or Brinshan. I don't really know what they are. Zay, you were asking a question?
I notice all these people with yellow capes. Didn't many or possessed many mention something regarding yellow capes?
No.
In Lonely Woods? In the Wreck Shamble?
Mm, not that I can recall. I don't know why Manny would mention yellow capes.
Didn't he say he had a dream or something about yellow capes or something? I remember. Pretty sure he said something about yellow with black snakes. As if those
Oh.
were the people that murdered the innkeeper or owner of the ramshackle.
Oh, you're talking about when he got
Yeah,
possessed.
Yes.
Holy shit! Right, that wasn't necessarily Manny, but yeah, I guess it was seeing through the eyes of the victim, and that's what he saw. That's what the victim saw. So not necessarily what Manny saw, but it was
Mhm.
almost as if he could
But
see you guys with capes on.
Yes.
oh, so Tracker could remember that in the
If
moment.
that
Then
was described to us, would this appear similar as to what he described or saw?
Yeah, you can totally go down that route. Manny definitely said something about that when he was possessed. Like he saw a vision, almost looking into the past and seeing who his killers were. And that was a mention. Yes, I do recall now. Yellow capes.
so you're saying in game now that like you're saying to both of
I
us that
will raise
they
this
seem
point.
like that thing. Yeah. Okay. So I've replaced you with. So you think they're the kind of people who are going out there taking out anyone that might be a problem?
If these are the same people that many saw in that vision, yes.
Things might be worse than we thought they were then.
Wait, who are these thugs? They're part of what? Some sort of organization, you're saying?
Fuck.
Well, as Tracker said, it was a possessed man that saw us as those. So it sounds like they're his killer.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. This is getting far worse than I thought. I need to get these children away from here. After all, you're right. I'm going to try and get them to East Haven. That's all I can do in this position. Roth doesn't trust me with any other any other responsibilities. If you'll excuse me, I trust you'll do the right thing.
Right.
But I'm out of my depth here, and she's gonna actually leave and make for her house. As for the rest of you, the others, they we'll say after a few more minutes. You can talk with the others if you like, but yeah, after a few more minutes, you're going to see Gander Froth. If you wanted to relay this information, you could privately.
We could tell them later. It's fine.
Later.
Just go
Yeah,
ahead.
tell them later. All right.
We've got a bunch
cool.
of things to deal with right now.
But, all right, Froth will see you now. You see the workshop is opened up, and it's been turned into sort of like a pseudo office. And at the back, up on a raised platform, you see Froth. The forge is going to keep him warm. And you see there is a few tools in his hands, like hammers, tongs, other blunt instruments that he sees you and sets down on the table behind him and says, I thought it was you lot. Didn't know you was going under the new name. Problem solvers, eh?
That's not our name. That's just the easily confused guards. This is my new friend Tracker, who has helped us not die. I don't have a friendly way to say that.
Speaking of the guards,
Fair.
they do enter in behind you and close the door as well. Well, welcome to Goodmead. What can I do for you today?
Well, we have a new problem that could be a solution for you. Now, to sound not like a salesman, you've still got some time before the ogres come back, the giants come back, and we've got a situation of some kobolds we've just convinced out of someone else's mine, who said they're willing to help if they have a place to stay. And I thought, you're the people who have a problem that we can help with. Possibly we could make a deal.
All right. So you want these kobolds to be little cannon fodders, eh?
No.
No.
We want housing, and they're willing to be crafty. They're willing to help out in mines if you need any mining done, or you want to, have them go off to other places on contracts on your behalf to help out. Become a small part of the town, and it means that we are obligated to help you with the giant problem, which we have already delayed. We have already bought you time. So now we are offering to extend that to trying to fix the problem.
I agree. We need a permanent solution for that there giant. Are you willing to actually fight the thing? Kill it?
Oh, we are.
All right.
Stef has been
And in
itching for a
return,
fight for days now.
you just want some houses for these little lizard folk.
I mean,
Right.
not houses. We want them to integrate into your
Yeah.
community. They could be useful to you.
Well-
they are hard laborers.
Yeah,
And
that,
they don't-
Well, you are
that
aware.
earn it.
You're just aware of our operation here. I can't really trust kobolds to do the
Well,
process.
you
Not
see-
that bit.
you
Edge
see,
of
that's-
town, you need shit
Roki,
repaired.
please don't interrupt me. You see, that's the great thing about kobolds. They are easily deceived. They don't know about those things. They are very
You
gullible.
don't need to tell them about the specific operations. You just distract them
Alright,
with
look,
other
so long
manual
as-
stuff.
So long as they don't have loose lips. The Faith says, I don't think they have lips at all.
Look, you give them
Well
a
then,
few shiny
perfect.
pieces of metal. Doesn't even have to be gold. Just something shiny. They'll be your most loyal sweatshop workers that you've ever seen.
Don't tell them anything. I'm sure you can do that.
All right. Yes, and you've been keeping that to yourselves as well, right? our little arrangement, if you recall?
Absolutely.
We have not told
Good.
a soul. However,
If you can
Roki,
find-
you might have heard something more about that.
If you can find a person that says anything from any one of our description, then bring them here, because we have not said anything.
You've not said anything. I want to hear your new friends here say that they haven't said nothing and won't say anything. And at this point, he's looking to you, Tracker, and he knows that you're obviously part of the same group. The fact that you're talking about it openly now means that they know.
I don't know what
To be
is
fair,
actually happening.
Did we ever actually tell him, or does he just know because he's a player?
I know because I'm a player. I wasn't told what specifically
Yeah.
happened in Goodmead. I only know that there is a problem with a giant.
I was
Roll a
about to say,
persuasion
I
check,
feel
Tracker.
like in-game conversation, our characters actually never talk to him.
Yeah,
about
yeah. The
Perfect.
only thing he would have heard
Absolutely.
is the word corpse mead. He wouldn't have heard anything above that.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine. That's perfect. Shanda looks at you discerningly. Ah, nothing at all. But you seem you're not curious, are you? You know what they say about curiosity, Tabaxi.
Ha ha ha.
I glare at him.
I'm impressed then, if that's the case, Roki. You haven't even told your own pie members. Your own little clique. And what about you fancy goblin back there? And I'm going to say that...
He
Oh,
also
I
doesn't.
did
'Cause
not think
he
of this
does-
bit. Oh no!
Here we go. No, I know Tom isn't here, but
Oh.
I'm certain he will try to spin some sort of long-winded lie that gets right under this guy's skin.
Oh,
But in
God,
the
I
end,
didn't
it'll
think
come
about
down to a
that.
deception check. 19, not bad.
What happened to him,
So
by the way?
he'll tell him like,
Did he say anything where he went?
Someone
no, he
warned us
didn't.
earlier.
But he did. He did warn us. Yeah. All right. Good. Good. He sets down his tools on the edge there, or maybe just eyes them as you're talking about maybe having never told a soul. Look, kobolds. I get what they are. I can see their uses. I would like this giant problem solved. If you can deal with that first, before I settle, before I give them the plump pillows and, lay their beds, it's going to be a lot harder to shift them if I can't kill a giant. So, giant first, kobold second. We have a deal?
Sure, but can the kobolds stay here while we do with that? Can you guarantee their safety?
That's what I'm saying. If you can't deal with the giant problem, then I've got a load of squatters that I have to then deal with.
I mean, they are just kobolds. You can deal with them if we fail anyway. I'm sure you have a lot of hired muscle. But we can take them with us.
Stef, the deal was that they were going to
Gonna
help us set up traps and then stay on the back lines.
Forget I said anything. I
Yeah.
was
So,
just talking to the spirits.
well, the deal sounds good to me. I don't want to speak on behalf of the group. I want everyone here has their own word to agree. So I'll let everyone else say what they have to say.
And you treat these kobolds fairly, Faith says, like as if they were your own townfolk. And you see Frost say, aye, yes. And I guess you can all roll
I would
inside
like
checks
to
on
lean
Frost.
over to Faith and whisper in her ear, you know that they drink their townfolk. Just saying.
Yeah, that's why I wanted an insight check, because that is along the same kind of line that I'm wondering if you'll pick up on. Tracker, less so, because you don't really know what's going on here, sadly. But
So do I
it
need to
does
roll
seem like
it?
Frost is quite...
I'll roll insight because I called it out, I guess.
No, I'll just say the tracker. You gain a different type of information.
Fair.
It just to you, tracker. It does seem like he's just a bit dismissive of it. Like, yeah. As if like that's not my problem. I don't really care. They're kobolds, whatever. So perhaps not upholding that part of the bargain for Faith. As for you, Stef, you're just in your head. You just mentioned the fact that they drink people here. There's also nothing to stop them from using kobolds if they become a nuisance.
Oh, yeah.
Flesh is flesh. And you never know what you wouldn't put it past Froth.
So,
He seems like the kind of type. He's a bit shady.
but since we're already here, Froth, you've obviously noticed that we have a new friend in the party. And kind of make this whole operation smoother, right? He should probably be privy to the secret. He's a trustworthy fellow. And
Well, trustworthy as it gets.
And he's pretty good at giant killing.
Oh, tell me back. You can tell him so long as he doesn't tell anyone else. But I'm not expecting to pay you as well. We've already made that deal. So you can pay him out of your own pocket.
Well, no, don't worry about it. This one's on the house, you know. I'll see what we do for next time. Just make sure Snorp gets his share.
But
Speaking of,
he
where
asked
is
you
Snorp?
earlier. It's real quick. So he asked you, have you told anyone about Corpse Mead's secret? And
What do you think?
Wait, 1 second though. Did Dirk even know about the secret? Because we just established, like, in the party, we never really talked about it, like, in character. So, like,
There were
we're
always rumors, and rumors spread like wildfire.
Yeah. You already implied that you know.
yeah.
You heard a rumor.
Is
for
in-
example, didn't know. That's like why we're having this conversation right now.
Dirt seems to be in the business of rumors and tall tales. It sounds like he picked them up from talking in the bars. The refugees have also possibly talked in East Haven. In any case, Dirt, how did you respond when he said, "You haven't told anyone, have you?"
Well, you know, obviously he touches his nose. You can trust me with anything, mate. I'm telling you. But to be honest, I wasn't sure about the story in the first place. I thought it was something to do with I first heard it was rats, and then I heard it was you had these special bees that Anyway, all I know is you've got the finest stuff in Icewindale. Ain't that the truth, fellas? And he looks around kind of awkwardly. Do you want a deception check for that?
Wait,
Oh, you're already
think,
rolled
yes, you can-
19 or something.
well, you can roll
so-
it. It sounds like
fair.
you sound like you're more persuading him now. I'll be honest. Because you mentioned the fact that you've heard it, but you yourself didn't say it.
Yeah, I
It's up to
technically
you.
didn't lie. I was just really creative with my language. Okay, I haven't
Yeah.
got proficiency in
Roll a
anything
persuasion
at the
check.
moment, but let's give it a go.
No.
Oh, that's tough.
All right.
Guidance, Roki, guidance.
Would someone not notice that? Does that make sense in this
Yeah.
context?
Yeah. He looks at you and goes, "You say you heard it not from these guys, but from someone else?"
Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna weave you a tall tale here, mate. People know, and it's not through lack of trying. I know you guys have got trying to push out this new PR campaign, but people know.
His eyes shift from left to right, from the two muscle either side of him.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, I know there are some guys down in armor that think it's just the bee's knees.
The bee's
So,
knees.
I'm
Is that
sure
a
you got that one.
pun?
But they've been trying to get it for I know, right? They've been trying to get it for weeks. Obviously, they've been sending birds up, but they can't get through the southern pass. So yeah, no, I'm sure you'll have plenty of money to make once it's once this winter clears up. It's just tough times for all.
I'm just gonna shout out. I knew nothing about this. Doug, what are you talking about? Like, who are you hearing?
The Southerners, they like the exotic stuff. There's a market for everything.
We're trying not to advertise that. And it
sounds
sounds like
you're
you
failing
talk a
to do so.
lot.
I mean,
Sounds like you love
I
talking.
mean, look, Derek, you had a bunch of refugees that obviously knew. Rumors spread. We kept our secret, but we are not responsible for whatever your ex-comrades do.
Exactly. I mean, if people left your town knowing about it, are you trying to pin it on me? I mean, this is what I'm saying, man. People around here, just all specious. Oh, pin it on the goblin, why don't you? People have been talking. I've overheard it.
Dirk,
You one of
calm
those
down.
people.
Dirk, if they decide that you're a problem, we can't help you here. We are.
To be honest, I don't really want to help you if they decide you're a problem.
We're a bit surrounded here. You need to learn that we need to be careful.
Oh shit, I see that now.
And to take them seriously.
I love how probably in character also now realizes, you're surrounded by muscle and in a workshop full of sharp implements.
Oh, bollocks.
Speaking of surrounded,
You don't want to fight.
I'm eyeing the one behind Faith in case stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
Don't prepare for a fight that makes them on edge.
Can I like?
They are on edge.
Can I like very casually attempt to try and walk towards the door?
No, he asked you a
Yes,
question
you can.
before Roki talked over him.
I'm just going to move 5 feet, and I'm going to say, listen, I don't speak for this group. I think your line of inquiry would be better directed to
You're not.
to one of our fine fellas here.
You're not part of the group. I hear that.
No,
Roki,
I'm not with him. No.
Thank you for clarifying that. He's not associated, and he's not your responsibility. I don't hold that over your head, Roki. Don't you worry. But we do seem to have a bit of a leak somewhere in the 10 towns. That's my problem. I'll deal with that in time. You guys, you're free to go. You just deal with the giant. That's all you need to worry about. All right?
So we do have a deal.
We have a deal. Aye. The kobolds can find. There's plenty of abandoned houses already. There's people. You remember all those refugees? Well, they'll just move right in. No problem. Off you trot.
And he turns back around, heads over to his workshop. And you guys are free to leave. We open up the doors for you.
What's he working on, by the way?
He's working on like barrels basically, but it doesn't look like this is a. It doesn't look like they're setting up barrels. They got plenty of those. This more looks like almost like an interrogation room. It looks more like it's a setup for an intimidation tactic. Like all these tools laid out on a table reminds you more of like a torturer setting out his tools of an implements.
Oh, thank God we're oblivious.
Yeah, there's like the smell of burnt flesh at the back of the furnace, for all you know. It looks like he's been trying to crack down on keeping people quiet. And as you guys all leave, it's obvious. Almost every one of these thugs seem to eye up for Dirk Dougler after he kind of spoke a little bit too much and too long, perhaps. And Roki, I love how you openly said, like, we can't protect you, by the way. We're not going. And then Stef's added, "We're not going to help you." That was like, that was like an open invitation at that point. But yeah, so you close the door, head out of Goodmead, and begin making preparations to kill this giant.
I don't even want to be mean about it, but I don't know that goblin. I don't even know why he's here. Like,
oh no, it's going to be funny. I think we've already just set it up.
I just wanted Dirk to hear it and very much hear what I'm saying is these people are going to kill you if you're not fucking careful.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that he didn't. Oh, I was really just waiting for him to go. Okay, you guys are free to leave, except you.
I was waiting for that moment as well. Actually,
I was actually expecting okay, you are free to leave, and the rest waits, and then they're gonna strike you right outside the door.
I will say, with your insight checks, it did seem suddenly like he just let you off the hook. It was very surprising. He wrapped it up quick. He was like, "All right, we have a deal. Go kill the giant. Off you go." Like he wrapped it up, possibly because he wants to talk to his men about something.
I forgot.
Relay some orders.
I would have tried to quickly say one thing to him at the end, and I would quickly try. I know this isn't part of the deal, but would any of your men help us with the giants if you want this to be more likely to happen?
You know what? That is a capital idea. We're gonna send 2 with you.
Perfect.
Make sure the job gets done.
And then he says, "Oh, wait, you 2 stay behind. 1 sec." And those are the 2 who he just gestured to join you. So they go back into the room for a moment. And as you're waiting outside, Snorp catches up. Says, "Yo, how did it go? You're good? My friends can stay."
If we deal with the giants, it seems so. The situation might be a bit more complicated after that.
The town does seem to be in need of new leadership.
All right, then I'll let the others know.
That's not for us to decide yet, I guess.
If we want to have the kobolds be safe, then yes.
Just what are we gonna tell Trex? Like before Trex, like we get Trex over the side between us. Like, are we gonna say that there's a risk, or is it a problem we deal with after the giants?
Oh, the 2 guard guys are not with us, right?
Not yet.
So guys,
this would be the time to tell them.
Just like a suggestion, it seems like every nice person, except for I forgot her name, and a couple of kids has left the town. What if we help found the first giant kobold town in the 10 towns?
You want a team with the giants and let them take the town down?
I mean, giants like kobolds, right?
No.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, so we promised the love quest, right? Well, you Snorps told me about this love quest that you're going on for this giant. What better than a what was it? A goblet of eternal fucking booze or some shit? You know, there was something. What better than that? If we install the giant as the leader of the town, on the condition that the kobolds live here too, get rid of these, you know what these guys are like. They're not exactly the friendliest bunch. And then we've got inroads with some powerful guys. I mean, listen, I know they're not exactly human, but my people, we've been hard done by, and it's left to the caves and the outskirts of the realms, and Snorp's good people. What's to say the goblins aren't? What's to say the Freudian slip there? What's to say the giants aren't? Eh?
How do you think the giants will react to the creature? It's clearly like saying this a step. Do you think the giants will be like, "Hey, let's free the creature"?
No, they don't. I don't think giants like trolls any more than any of us. Some horrific creatures.
What are we talking about? Trolls? We were talking
about
giants and ogres.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Tracker doesn't know, but I will say out of game real quick.
They're ogres now.
They did have an ogre friend.
Yeah.
Remember, the giants befriended an ogre.
That is mentioned earlier today.
The troll is the one making the meat for
that.
Well, I'm saying, like, if they free the troll to use the troll against the town, then
what?
The bad people are dealt with?
They want to sabotage good meat, corpse meat, by releasing the troll.
Is this bad to do?
I mean, it's only bad if you consider some races to be inherently evil. And frankly, I think that worldview's a bad worldview to have.
Look, Dirk. Don't try to see this as an attack, but maybe you do. I'm just kind of saying you're not exactly a great example for trustworthiness, because it seems like to me every second sentence is a lie.
No, I'm not lying. I'm just being creative with. Listen, I'll challenge you to cross me out in a lie. I don't tell tall tales. Well, I do tell tall tales. My brother now, he's a nightmare. I mean, you couldn't get him two ways from edgeways. Say the sky is red if it meant you get an extra shiny silver piece in his pocket.
Check him. on if he actually has a brother?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Go an insight check.
It's a goblin. He probably has a brother.
Faith has a look of concern on her face, like,
A
we're
real
getting our
brother.
wires crossed here. What does he pick up with a 22?
Yeah, Duck, like, legitimately, his father was kind of hailed amongst goblins for being incredibly virile. So he has a lot of brothers, a lot of half brothers, a lot of a few sisters. He's from a goblin family that you wouldn't call them good, but they're certainly like civilized folk. They could live in cities. He's not feral.
Mhm.
Yeah, but like maybe the tell that you're about to tell about your brother that I pick out it's bullshit or whatever.
Sure. Well, okay. So because he's got so many brothers, sometimes he might get the names mixed up because it's easily done. But again, he's not from a riffraff, town raiding group of. He might have a brother that's part of that kind of thing. But my imagine it. But the way that I imagined Dirk was that he without going back into that kind of secrets of Duck, he is sincere, but sometimes he's a bard, right? So sometimes we'll embellish a story for the retelling, not outright lie, but certainly present it in a way that's in the best light. Yeah, he might exaggerate the truth a little bit, but he's not an actual Skyver Kniever. He's not trying to ruin your lives. He's just trying to he's just trying to be the best bard that he can, and one day wants to reclaim his magical didgeridoo because he's lucky didgeridoo because without it his entire life's just been a didgeridoo.
How long have you been waiting for that fucking pun?
Oh, literally months. Months since when we before Christmas when we started this character. Yeah.
So let's get back to the topic because Faith is a bit like, it sounds like we're doing a 180 on this quest suddenly. You wanted to kill the giant, and now you're suggesting we side with the giant, kill everyone here because they're shady as hell, and then have a kobold giant village? Is that right?
Faith, darling. Faith. Stef, Stef, what do you think?
I don't know. Giants eat people.
That's what he just suggested.
Look, Faith. Giants eat people, but those people here, they drink their own people. So, are they really a lot worse?
Actually,
who are the real monsters?
I'm going to take like a couple steps away from the group. I'm like, what are we doing?
Chaos.
This is bad.
Chaos.
What?
Under your breath.
Chaos.
What? We were dealing with problems, and now we're deciding you guys.
I don't know about you, Roki, but does that shady fucking guy that obviously wants to send 2 people to stab us in the back, right? Does he not seem like a problem that needs to be solved?
Yeah, and guys, I know I haven't known you guys for long, but I don't really want, I don't really want to wake up in the gallows. So, is there any way we can look at this situation and go, well, we know that this town are a bunch of evil no-gooders, but we don't, and we also know that they're probably, they'll say if they cause any trouble, but if there's any ruckus or any uproar, or say there's a shortage of corpses, who's going to be first fed to the troll? It's gonna be Snorp's family, and I've grown to like Snorp over the last couple of weeks, and over the last little time journeying, and I wouldn't want to see his family fed to a troll.
What the fuck are you talking about? What troll?
Okay, I think it's best time to tell you, Tracker. There's a troll there feeding corpses at the bottom of the cellar. Don't tell anyone, otherwise you get people.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Are these people idiots?
Possibly.
They keep a troll below the village.
That's what they're doing.
That's
I don't
suicide.
think anyone has
They are dead. These people are all dead.
There's a problem. I don't think they're able to really take it on. Last time when they were talking to Glint, well, talking is a loose word, interrogating him, stabbing him. He told them that he had no choice, that if he didn't feed this creature, it would rise up, break out, and then kill everyone anyway. So it's more like they're trying to keep it sated, and at the same time they get an infinite supply of flesh and thus honey, because it's also doubling as the nest for the vulture bees,
and they're strongly incentivized not to kill it. So so there's no push and pull here.
Yeah.
Now put it this way, right? These guys are feeding not just their corpse. You know, look at it from their perspective, right? The troll gets a bit antsy. It's hungry, but no one's died recently. Well, do you think they might hurry someone along off that mortal coil to get them there? Now, I'm not exactly for keeping the troll alive, but I know a couple of giants could probably take a troll on if my understanding's correct. Maybe not. I'm just saying these guys have already signed their own death warrant. All we're doing is giving Snorp's family a better chance.
Oh yeah. Also, Tracker, you're gonna love their dog or their pet. He's called Friend. He's very friendly.
Friends.
Oh yeah, there's an ogre named Friend.
That's not a dog.
No, the pet of the ogre was
The
named
bear. That's Yoki
Yeah.
Bear.
Yogo Boar.
Yoga Boar.
Yogi
Bear.
Yogo Boar. Yeah, close.
It's their dog.
Yeah, they've got a Friend and they've got Yogo Boar. Now, what are we doing? Roki raises a good question.
Can
We
I ask
promised
that?
Snorp's
Okay.
family.
Also, we are gonna be babysat, which means we don't have a lot of options.
I mean, we have the option to feed the babysitters to the giants.
Giants don't
Yeah, it's kind of like a-
necessarily eat people. Sorry.
Well,
did something go?
those two, we do know that they eat
Alright.
people. We do know that.
So let's pause and talk out of game. Dingo.
Sure.
I wanted to ask you out of game. Would there be a way for me to figure out if the two guards of us are like weak enough or vulnerable enough that I'd be able to like cast sleep to get both of them? Like, is there a way that I'd be able to like estimate if I feel like I could do that?
And if we're talking out of
They
game,
look a
can I get a spell? I screwed up with making this character.
Yes. Yeah.
I know.
Go right ahead. You do your thing in the back. Roki, you think you can cast sleep on these guys? From what you looked at, these guys look a little bit hardier than your average guard. They are clearly hired muscle from some sort of organization of yellow capes. That's all you've got to go on so far. So they've been hired clearly with money. You're not sure how effective. I mean, they're clearly humanoids, so yes, sleep will work. I'm just telling you, they look hardier than your average militia. They've got like leather armor. They've got like the gear, right? They're like got fashioned maces, ornate looking crossbows. Like they're both armored to the teeth, and they look like they've been on this kind of job before. There's like scars over their faces and such. So, yeah, you could totally cast sleep.
So I would feel like I could potentially get both of them.
Maybe
Well, the
one.
way sleep works, the better. Obviously, you already know this. The lower HP they're on, the easier it is to cast sleep on them. But they look hardier than average militia.
So I feel like I could get one of them if I tried to.
Potentially.
Okay, yeah. I
You
just
have
want to
to-
know, like,
it really-
what, if I'm making a plan and
Don't
whilst
wanna-
doing that, do I feel like it's a good idea?
I don't want to tell you yes, it's a great idea because it really depends on what you roll and how much HP they're on.
Yeah, I just want to know, like, the intuition of it, know if it actually is a good idea. Because if it seems like it's a good idea and I'm wrong about that, then fuck it, that's my problem later on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to come down to the roll.
Yeah, that's enough of that. So yeah, okay, I'm happy to carry on when everyone else is.
Okay, so what are you guys going to plan to do? You obviously need to be on the same page for this. Do you want to, A, kill the giant, let the people of town of Goodme continue to run this operation, and just pray that the kobolds aren't next in line? 2, do you kill, or do you get try to side with the giants and have them slaughter the townsfolk? Yeah, you're going to kill some shady folk, possibly even maybe murderers at this rate. You'll free the townsfolk from this troll problem potentially, unless the giants see it as unless the giants are just the new replacements for the corpse meters. And just also hope that the kobolds are in better hands with the giants than they are with the humans. And also risk their innocent people getting in the way. Because as you know, some people are clearly under duress here. You could see from the tools and implements in that room, they're trying to keep people quiet.
Didn't Olivessa
also
We could
try to
talk
flee with the rest of the people?
I'm just
Because
throwing
this is
He could,
hopeless.
but
I'm just throwing that out there. We could talk to what's her name again? She obviously knows who the people are that are like not on board, right? That maybe
okay, yeah, you want to talk to Olivissa and figure out who's just under duress and doesn't want to really be here, but they're clearly forced to.
like,
Who are the innocents?
like
Who are the shady?
they could
Totally.
be absent on that day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yes, Untapor can totally help you figure out who is shady as fuck and who is under duress.
Yeah.
I like that idea. And if you want to go that route, it sounds like you're going to
Because,
try
like,
and get...
we're not trying to kill the innocent people, right? But there is clearly something
No.
oppressive going on. And I'm just saying, you know, maybe on that day, all the good people of Good Meat happen to be in the tavern and
Sick.
Course.
Yeah, or they're sick at home. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Is that does that sound like the way forward then? You're going to try and side with the giants, get them to come in here and take out who's corrupt? Or are you going to kill the giants like you originally agreed?
I mean,
It would be a plan, and we have some sort of communication skill to do this.
Yeah.
Except
Yes.
the last time this group communicated with the giants, many promised them something that we cannot deliver.
Yeah, Manny is dead.
Ooh. A romantic dinner date with Gog, their love interest. Now, he asked, could you bring back the cauldron for endless supply of food and perhaps an amazing kill, a grand trophy that he could claim that he went out and hunted. That was the white moose, by the way. He was going to have that be like the table piece, like the hog with the apple in its mouth.
And we have neither.
You would have... No, you don't. But you could renegotiate.
He did say, if we could not provide that, right, they are going to storm into town and kill everybody who's there.
That's also true.
So
that happens in like a 10-day.
We could just tell him, because we are a very deceptive group of people, right? That Manny lied to them and we killed him for it. And now we're here to side with them, so he can get his kill in with the townsfolk we don't like.
And then what? Promise them that they can just have the town after?
I mean,
yeah.
they could leave the town.
We can send them to, yeah, we know where their meat supply is, and I will
I'm just
personally
saying,
guide you there and let them deal with the troll.
Look, I'm just saying, when a bunch of hired muscle enter troll, find a bunch of giants, you know? Both groups could die if you push the right buttons.
And then no more giant problem, no more corrupt problem.
We don't have a troll problem, we have no shady as fuck speaker problem, and we have no giant problem.
Does that sound like the way forward for the group?
Roki, do you agree?
What's the plan?
We kill everybody.
Let the giants come. Yeah, basically, but not directly. Try and let the giants fight the thugs. The thugs fight the troll fight the giants, and it's a big clusterfuck. And then you guys sweep in and kill whoever is remaining. Olivissa then moves in with the rest of the people
refugees
who are not.
Or the people who
And we can trust Olivissa to use the kobolds in a positive way, because they're gonna need some workers anyway.
Yeah, after this.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm outvoted, and then I'd just go
Yes,
silent
that's a
after
good
that.
thing. Oh my god.
What was
Is your god going to be really angry at you for that?
You are allowed to have an opinion on this, Roki, you know?
Yeah, that's why we're asking. We're not
My
voting
character,
yet.
my
we're just
character,
saying-
my character's just standing there in silence. He said something, and he's just like, he doesn't know. I'm just gonna follow everyone from it, from like until we get to like where we're going.
So he's just your cleric is suddenly just indifferent about killing everyone.
No, he's just,
No, this isn't suddenly.
He looks
This is
like he looks like he's in shock at a realization he's had. So he's just like, I guess that's what we're doing. Like, he looks like he's just kind of like having to try to accept this.
Manny would not approve this course of action.
You gotta hand it to me. That
Manny
plan-
is not here.
That plan
No,
does
but
make
that's
a lot
what's
of
weighing on
sense,
Roki's
bro.
conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair,
He brings
like,
up Manny
you can
because
say if you don't like.
That's
but
how
this
I my
plan-
character acts. I'm just not gonna say anything.
Yeah,
more.
so
Yeah,
Yes, go
Roki
ahead.
will remember
So out
this.
So just to everyone's on the same page, Roki is like indifferent, and again, maybe he's got Manny weighing on his conscience about this. But out of game, Dingo, are you okay with this kind of course of action?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Okay,
fuck it, let's go
okay.
ahead.
There you go.
Making
then.
sure
Perfect.
that at least you are okay with it. Oh,
Cool. All right. Roki looks very much like, ooh, I'm not going to be able to persuade them. It seems like this is happening, and I'm just going to have to go with it, right?
Like, this is a chalkboard jerk. The Tyler of
Yeah.
Tolkien.
All right. Sick. This is going to absolutely hit the fan then. So do you want to go to the Giants and tell them ahead of time? And like you said, mention that you killed Manny? Or you could just let it happen and just go, well, in 7 days, the Giants are going to come here anyway and start killing people. You could just have... Or do you
My
want to set it up a bit better than that?
Because my suggestion would be, because we already told the speaker guy, I keep forgetting his name.
Chandler.
Or
Yeah.
Froth. Yeah, Froth.
That
Chanda
we
Froth.
are, that we are gonna visit the Giants and we're gonna take the kobolds with us and the 2 guards, right? The
Mhm.
guards could be like a peace offering, right? The guards obviously want to backstab us. Who says we can't backstab them, right? That's 2 less people to worry about when they invade the town.
And as you're saying that, the doors open from the Goodmead Town Hall, and you see the 2 thugs are actually coming out. The yellow capes, we'll call them for now. They say, right, you ready to go kill a giant?
We should be.
Why they, yeah, alright.
Correct. That is what we have planned to do. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not going to look into that hesitation necessarily, but alright. Must just be very cold out here. Alright, let's get moving then, eh? Come on. Are these your kobold friends, eh? And Trex appears on the other side.
Yeah.
I think they may have overheard the plan, and it does sound like that you have their best interests in heart more than anyone else you've spoken about. So they are all for it. Okay. All right. Northeast, isn't it? No, it's northwest. All right. Let's get going then. So, heading out northwest of Goodmead into the forests. We're going to see how you can talk to these giants and deal with these guys.
I mean, it starts with setting language to giants.
Yeah, so Stef, you'll need to cast Comprehend Languages.
No, they do not. Unless he wants to listen into what we're saying.
Ah, yes. Well then.
Because
we
you
haven't
have
gone
this
before.
great Tabaxi friend who actually is able to speak giants.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we haven't gone and spoken to that woman then. We're going straight to the Giants.
Oh, fuck.
No, let's do that.
Okay,
so you'll...
we're doing what's decided.
Someone will need to keep...
What is this you're saying, Faith? You want to take a small break at the restroom? Sure, go ahead.
Yes, actually, I'm
I
dying.
think you guys should stay with the guard, and maybe me and Dirk, we go talk to the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Since
wait
it was your
outside.
idea, Steph, I'm totally in favor of that. So you can just distract them for now. Say that you're gathering your gear and getting ready to head out. In the meantime, yes, you can talk with Unterport. Olivissa says, oh my goodness. She has a little bit of a panic attack at first. There's going to be giants raiding our town. Oh my god. I need to get these kids out of here. It's not safe for them. But you're saying you want me to tell everyone? Oh my goodness. All right.
Everybody, not,
yes.
not everybody. not
Only the people you trust.
everybody,
Oh, I'm not there.
We have,
All right.
Yeah,
we
just
have-
the ones you want to keep.
Yeah, kind of. We have reasonable
Oh, God.
suspicion here that the yellow cloaked people are kind of murderers and fucks. And
And here's what I'm gonna do. And I'll leave it to the DM whether or not, because she's quite frightened about the whole situation,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So I'm gonna tap her on the. I'm gonna slap her on the ass. I try.
not on the ass, no ass slapping.
I tap her on the shoulder if I was taller. Well, on the way, yeah, it's in a way that's appropriate. And I like, you're kind of like a sports. You know, you go get him champ, and I'm gonna cast heroism. Because I know it immunes to the frightened condition, but it's while I'm concentrating on it, for a minute, she just feels a bit braver and has temporary hit points. She's just not as frightened. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yes, you can totally get her in this moment to overcome her trepidation and fear. She says, "No, you're right. I have to do this. They nearly voted me for the speaker. For goodness' sake, I should be capable of organizing a few homes to stay at home. All right, leave it with me. Leave it with me. I'm going to knock on their doors. Just give me.
I do have a suggestion, right? Mark the doors of the homes that should be left alone with a sign. Can you do
Right.
that?
Yes, I can.
Let's make it a white X.
She
or
looks. I will head to Kenrick's house. He has loads of little Scrimshaw tokens from his earlier days adventuring. I'll hang those on the door handles. A Scrimshaw token will be the mark of safety and purity. All right. So she's gonna start doing this. Please give me at least a day to do this. I need to know where people's loyalties lie and go from door to door. So
just be sure to not raise any suspicions.
right, yes, of course. She gets about this immediately. She is still terrified, but she's doing this in the face of her fears, worried for all the townsfolk. I'm trusting you in this. Make sure those giants don't just haphazardly destroy homes and kill anyone. All right. Good luck. And with that, you guys head back to the rest of the group who are on the outskirts of town, ready to move out. And it's not too hard to find this cave again. You've already discovered it once, and you expected to come back here anyway, so you would have at least mapped it out. So I'm going to again.
Chris, what's the town motto for Goodmead?
Town motto. Good question. Let's see if they have one.
We are approaching the cave now.
I will say yes.
Okay,
You're on
when
the
we're
way.
like a short distance where it's like it wouldn't be too far to carry a couple bodies, I'm gonna try to cast sleep on these guys. Like I'm a bit like stood away from everyone else in my kind of like quiet state, and I just turn around and I try to cast sleep on them.
Okay. I want to say the Goodmead's motto might be something like the busiest bees in town or something like that. Or this town literally buzzes.
Wow, that's great. If we pull this off and have a diverse town of kobolds, giants, an ogre, and some humans living together, I think we should shake that up a bit. But cool. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's go.
Okay, I need to clean up this scene. Lord. There's so many old tokens. Let me just clean this up. You're going to turn around, cast sleep right in their faces, and hope that they are. At least you get one of them.
Yeah. So I don't know if like I'm just casting it or if we're going into initiative first or what.
Oh, if we're gonna do this, you should have
cast this?
mentioned their wings. As I turn around.
Their
Second
wings.
If he pulls this
When
off, does that?
Oh yes.
Oh no, like
Yes.
I'm not doing it in that kind of state. Like I'll make it clear how I'm acting in a second. I'm just
Hey,
I want to know
Roki,
like how we're doing it mechanically.
Are we all? Is the entire party there? Is that all of us or just you guys?
No,
should
we're all
be
here,
together
but
now, and you're heading.
I'm stood walking away the group. I've been silent and kind of keeping a bit of a distance, and I just suddenly do this.
Have you told anyone of this plan?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, can I? Would that because he's initiating a combat? Would that give us a surprise round, or would it only give him a surprise round?
So, I'll be frank with you. They are trying to surprise you at some point. So they've been looking for an opportunities themselves. And if Roki turns around and casts a spell, they're gonna know because they've been watching you, waiting.
It's tension.
So-
Yeah. Okay.
I do not have
Alright,
a token with vision on this scene.
Yeah, I'm
That's
getting to
my.
that.
Sorry,
You can
that
try to drag one out.
that's my. Let me put my token on.
The Chewinga.
I did send you a file with the
That's not-
with the icon for him. Oh, the chimichanga! Cool. We're gonna get the Ring of Three Wishes now.
Good lord. Wait, did you say you sent me a file?
Yeah. Do you see? I've sent you. I think I DM'd it to you. Yeah. I'll reply to it in your DM. Can you pop that one on as and not on this? I couldn't because he was this one was had a like it was College of Law / College of Swords. It was all the sheet was all screwed up, so I made another one which is like two squares to the left. So if you could use that one, he's got less hit points, but I don't know how you rolled hit points, so whatever.
I did actually roll. He should like 18 or something. You've got 3 dirt digglers. I don't know why, but there's that's the one you should be using here. Oh wait, which one are you using? Have you put?
Yeah. So I copied the one that you made, but I added spell. Also, it's this one to the left of. See this one here.
Okay,
Easy way to tell.
gotcha.
It's the only one that has spells. It's the only one that has spells. So.
Sure. Oh, that was so confusing for me. There's 3 dirt digglers. Oh, they must be his brothers.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Goblins aren't crazy creative with their naming conventions, unfortunately. All right. Let's go.
Who needs some
Tokens. I'll
names?
just chuck this one in there.
And if you could
Yeah,
delete the
easy.
other 2, but again, make sure you delete the
will.
right one.
That's why I'm going to upload the token art and then do. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, let's kill some dirt digglers. I mean,
Oh god. It's a gremlin.
upload. There we go. Call him
He's
dirt.
Faerun's most lovable socialist. What's not to like?
All right. Perfect. Can we drag him out? There we go. There's dirt. Sweet.
Oh, Dirt Diggler.
And
That's
we
his
can delete the other
brother.
ones. Dirk. Oh yeah, sorry. You fixed it. Okay. There's a couple of thugs up your ass. Let me go grab them. And Roki, you're going to turn around and cast Sleep straight at them. They are going to immediately draw their weapons, and we're going to roll for initiative in just a second.
Yeah, I
Yes,
would have
might
done
as well do
vigilance first thing, but there would have been no time to do it without someone being like, "What are you doing?"
No, you could say that you're preparing for the giant
Okay, yeah.
if you want to do that.
Run a vigilance first thing first, yeah.
Oh, that's initiative with advantage, right?
Correct.
Wait, where are
Alright,
you?
let's set this,
Wait, where do I roll
Let's set
initiative
this
again?
up.
It's not initiated for me.
No, I haven't given
First,
you-
we need
haven't
to
rolled
wait
on yet.
for the encounter to start.
Yeah. Give me a second. There's shit tons of tokens on this map, and I don't want you on the corner because we need real estate. So we're going to say that you do this basically on the outskirts of this. The thugs have been walking behind you, specifically behind Dirk. So wherever he is,
And I would have been a
whoever's
bit
at the front,
separate from
probably.
the rest of the group.
Oh, wait. 1 second before. Can I whisper something to Dirk? Dirk, come over
Yep.
here to me. Like out of earshot, so the guards don't overhear us, maybe. Or maybe they do. Maybe there's a deception check. I don't know.
They are keeping close to Dirk. But yeah, I think that's a perception check. What do you want to whisper to him?
I'd like to whisper to him. Oh, actually no. Let's just deal with the guards first. Whatever.
Okay. Steph and Faith are probably at the front because they're leading you to the cave. Snorp somewhere in the middle. Roki, you're turning around and casting this almost at
I'm
their
like
faces.
I'm like a few steps behind. Like I'm like not
Okay.
standing next to the group because I've just been like walking silently, following.
Okay. Looks good.
Mhm.
Chibbles is a monkey. Is Chibbles out? I don't know.
I don't think I specified.
No.
Chibbles, last
No,
time
that's what
they
that
were
is.
out, they were. Oh, wait. Chibbles died
not
in the Tilmaraine cave.
Died. Yeah, kind of got dismissed. You haven't resummoned him since. You need 10 gold as well. All right, let's roll you onto initiative.
Summon him? Why?
Every time you
When,
lose your familiar, to cast the... I got it. To cast the spell, you need to spend 10 gold on incense and like charcoal. And that brings them back into a new body.
So is this normal initiative or with advantage?
You can roll with advantage. Only
Okay,
one of you,
that's
right?
me.
Yeah. And I'll give you a little bit of an edge. We'll see what's cooking
Oh, I
here.
have to roll again.
Oh, Snorp's first. All right. So the way this works, Snorp turns around, sees Roki in the midst of incantations and verbal components, and says, "Oh, what you doing there, Roki? You just casting a spell? Oh, I see you're turning around. You're facing the bad guys. Oh shit! I know what's happening." And he pulls out the spears and javelins and fiddles, probably fumbles and drops down his dagger into the dirt. But either way, I'm just gonna say that Snorp jumps out of his skin and takes the dodge action. Cracker, you hear this is about to go down, and the two thugs behind you go, "Wait, what do you think you're doing, eh?" And draws maces.
Oh, they're throwing maces?
Roki is casting a spell directed at them. They can clearly tell this. One of them raises up the crossbow, aims it at Roki, and the other one has got a mace out, and he's like, "Whatever you think you're thinking about doing, you can think and stop."
I
Stop thinking.
would argue,
I think.
argue that I am surprised. That means that I would be later in this first round of initiative, right?
No, you know about the plan. What are you talking
No, we did. I didn't. I wasn't
No-
told
no
that
one
we
knows
were
about the plan.
gonna sleep or cast sleep during travel.
Like you guys made a plan,
Yeah.
but I've jumped ahead of the curve.
You
Just
would be
doing something
aware
on my
that
own.
you would be aware that we are gonna ambush the guards. So
You can-
When
could-
would I have been aware that we were gonna ambush the
We were
guards?
talking over the plan earlier.
Guys,
that we're gonna
guys.
kill the guards here.
I know we talked about killing guards, but did Roki tell you that you're going to cast sleep on the way there?
He
No.
did not.
So-
But like, I
Okay.
feel like if that's the
Well,
plan, you would be aware that something might happen and you would be on edge, so you would not be like super surprised, right?
I
Surprise
just
isn't the worst condition.
I would say because it's my turn.
You're
I
just
just
going
say
to be lost.
if you want to say that, hey, you saw me doing something, so you just want to prepare an action, like
Don't
even
fret.
if
Surprise
have
just
to.
means you go at the bottom of initiative. So this
And-
makes it actually
yeah.
easier to run. So Roki, you cast sleep. Go ahead.
okay, let's oh
Yeah.
that's the thing. My game is plugged up.
The surprise condition in my game, it just means you go last. It doesn't mean you
Yeah.
lose your whole action.
Yeah, but
right.
everybody's surprised,
Um,
right? So it doesn't matter.
Except for these thugs who are watching Roki turn around and cast a spell. How much dice did you roll? Fuck, it didn't do
I
the
thought
thing.
it
did
would.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, one second. Let me try and fix this.
It should be 5d8 or something, right?
Yeah, you can roll 5d8. In fact, it's in the spell. If you just click that.
Oh, guys,
In
one
the spell-
second.
in the
I'll
spell
be-
description.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. If you open up the spell, it'll have like a little dice formula. You can click that and it'll roll it.
Oh, yeah. Because I can't add the extra ones because I can't do spells at second level. Yeah. No,
Okay.
it doesn't like that because I've got it popped out. So I just type
Please.
in. What?
Alright.
Have I?
Let me just.
Sorry, apparently I'm
Suggest you roll
typing
it in.
something There we go. Yeah, I typoed. Sorry, I had an extra space.
26. Yeah.
That would be
I
enough
tried
to
to
put
warn
me
you,
to
these guys
sleep.
were hardy.
Wait.
He isn't aiming at you. It is not enough to take out these hardy mercenaries.
But
I tried to warn you.
can I use my inspiration? And can I say that this is like a darker feeling than I've ever cast before? Like normally it's very defensive, and now it's just a bit like there's some. It changes. Like there's just a sense of like. I don't know, like the spell color just literally looks a bit darker out of anger. And can I use the inspiration to at least knock one of them out?
To knock at least one out. They have more HP than what you rolled. I get what you're trying to go for. I'll tell you what.
Inspiration to reroll?
I'm gonna-
I don't know.
You can reroll like d20s. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna make them enfeebled for the 1 round.
Okay.
Enfeebled means that they have disadvantage on everything strength based.
So that's using my
actually-
inspiration to do that.
Yes, I will say if
Cool.
you're going to use your inspiration and try to bend the rules a little bit, rather than put them to sleep and make them drowsy, it looks as though this spell takes on a darker tint and it actually drains their vitality. Almost that of like a sort of subtle necrotic, where it sort of just saps them and like lose their breath. They're like suddenly they're holding their mace a little bit looser, like they're trying to hold on to it. And yeah, they're enfeebled for 1 round. Okay, that's your turn. Anything else you want to move?
I sort of like I would like the group to see that this just doesn't look like they've seen me before, and I want like me to sound like a bit. I know if it's quite manic, but like the sound of anger in my voice when I'm just like, we're choosing life or death, aren't we? Let's do it, guys. Take them out, offer them as bait, and I've just.
You double-crossing little shit! Trying to catch his breath, he brings his mace towards you and slams it into you with disadvantage.
I cannot see Roki's token, by the way.
No, you might want to reload then, because he's right there.
Again? Okay.
This thug rushes towards you, and you see him try to like flail this mace towards you. His arm's like a noodle, and as it impacts you, you see like a snap in his wrist, like and he drops the mace to the ground after it like impacts your shield. It felt like he did more damage himself, and like basically, I'm gonna say that his mace is like broken after that, as it just kind of shatters in your shield. So, oh yeah, that enfeeble is actually doing work. After that, I've got multi-attack. Yeah, I do. Let's make another. You're gonna say he draws his S-stock and tries to like stuff it towards you instead. Again, still with disadvantage, I believe.
Wait, he has more.
Yeah, still bad.
Are the fucks level
Yep.
5? What the fuck?
I told you, these guys are mercenaries. They look hardy. They're hard as fuck, and a sleep spell won't work on them. All right, they fail again to smack Roki. Your armor is too strong, and they're far too weak. But that's going to end his enfeeble. Yeah, they came to kill someone. They ain't fucking around. Dirk, your turn.
Yeah, I think his I mean, you can let me know what you think about this, DM. I think seeing his mercenary friend make an absolute pig's ear of trying to bonk Roki, I think he'd find that quite funny. What do you think?
Oh no, that's a fail.
Oh no.
The other one looks around and says,
Is that not supposed to be plus my spellcasting modifier?
"It should be, but don't worry." Yeah, it should. Hold on.
My spellcasting modifier is charisma, so that'd be +4 plus proficiency, so +2. So that should be plus. That's a 17.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's a fail. Big old fat fail.
He has
other
to
one
make
turns around and
he has
says-
to make a save. He makes a wisdom save.
He did.
He failed to save.
He did.
Oh, he
Terribly.
failed to save. I
Yeah.
thought you meant it failed. Okay, cool. Awesome.
No.
All right,
Awesome.
yeah.
He falls to the floor, going, "That was the weakest fucking swing I've ever seen. You broke your wrist practically." And falls down, just cackling. All right, Steph. Or do you want to move anywhere, Dirk? You're actually in melee.
I will. Let's see here. I will.
Oh no, that's cool. I'll have my turn.
Yeah.
I will
Blading.
activate Blade Song as my bonus action.
Got it.
Let's target this guy. And
Oh, that's why I couldn't see Steph before. He was under Snort.
No, he was
I wasn't
there.
questioning it.
Alrighty.
Somebody was
That's a
under
hit.
Snort. Sorry.
Max damage. Booming blade connects and lets loose a thunderous. Yeah, if he moves, he's gonna get fucked. All right. Nicely done. Is that your turn?
that is my turn. Yes.
All right. Faith, also probably caught off by surprise here. I should have mentioned your. Yeah, she's a bit surprised as well. I'm gonna have the thug go next. She's on the floor in laughing fits. She has to roll a wisdom save at the end of her turn, right? No, it's... Oh, yeah, it is. It is at the end of her turn. Okay. It's DC 17, you say? That seems absurdly high. I think it might be like 15.
No,
or
is that
like-
is it my spellcast? Is it just my charisma, or is it
It's
my
eight-
proficiency and my
it's
charisma?
8 plus prof plus charisma.
That's a fail anyway. 8 plus proficiency plus
Yeah,
charisma.
that's-
Oh, in which case it's 16. It's 16. That's still a fail.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Wait, do you have a
that
plus 6
is not gonna
charisma?
do it.
I have +4 charisma, +2.
Yeah, and it's 8 plus proficiency plus charisma.
Oh,
Which
so
is
14.
14.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's still good.
Yeah, it still
It's
fails.
still a fail. Okay, she's continuing to roll on the floor like, I can't contain myself. Feels like my sides are splitting. Snorp. He is going next. Oh wait, no, he was dodging. Let's go to Tracker.
Is this how we're doing this? I will hit the guy with my I will hit this one with my battle axe. Sorry, I will rage, and then hit the guy with my battle axe. The other one, this one.
Rage end.
If you do that, he's gonna get a saving throw against Tasha's.
But I get a. Oh wait,
You might not save against death though.
do I get
Yeah.
brutal? No, wait. Finisher, sorry.
Wait, the
You
first
can-
guy shouldn't
you
have
have
his
got
thing
finisher.
anymore, should he? Oh, it doesn't
I
matter.
finisher on my X.
Yep. So because it's prone.
He's
You get to
prone,
roll
which
extra
means
dice.
I roll with advantage and I get an extra bonus damage.
Yes. Yeah, they're gonna get clocked. All right. A heavy overhead swing comes down. Roll another d8 as it sinks into their ribcage. Yeah, this is Marshall's kicking ass. Extra 3 instantly wounds this thug. Throws up a load of blood, and I'm gonna roll another wisdom save. See if they pass. That's a success. All right, they're no longer under the spell, but they are still on the
didn't you
floor.
say It was 16.
No, it's
No,
14.
14.
Roki,
No. Faith's turn now.
No?
oh yeah, Faith surprise, right?
Because
Yeah, we
we,
did this
we
little bit
weren't
of a
done with the
surprise
surprise rounds.
Oh.
We're still in round 1.
No, I think we
Faith
established
is
there
going
wasn't
to
a
just.
surprise.
Yeah, you could have just said I'm surprised. Look, Faith isn't going to do anything. She can't. She has no offensive moves. So, chilling.
Okay. Then we go back to Snorp.
Yeah, Snorp is going to rush around here. Probably try to stab the one on the floor. Makes sense. Gets a little bit of advantage. Yep. Connects.
Step.
And then technically Tracker.
He is wounded. He took some damage.
Yes, she did.
Are you gonna try this again, Roki?
You're asking me in game?
Yes.
I feel like you said if my guy would just go, this is what you wanted, right? Just not give me a good answer. That's all that my guy says.
You're left to wonder, Tracker.
I will hit the other one now. With my axe.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Flanking.
Fuck.
That's not going to save that, though. Bit of reckless. Ah. Oh, well. It's a whiff, a swing and a whiff. Your battle axe thuds into his side, chipping it. Okay, and that's your go?
That ends my turn.
Roki.
My turn. Just gonna go like. Well, I guess I've already started to say it, so I'm just gonna cast Inflict Wounds on this guy.
Oh lord. God, another now one. Fuck. Something about this you're holding back. Maybe you don't want to just outright kill this guy, but I would have definitely done a lot of damage if you had, though. He seems he regains a bit of his strength after no longer being enfeebled. And he's like, right, that's it. I've had enough of this. Let's do what we set out to do. And he turns around and brings around a mace to Dirk's face.
I don't get punished for that
shit.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if I was like lose 2 DC for a round or something. That'd be awful.
3 at once.
Wow. Basically 4. But 3 in a row.
That is
This
hilarious.
guy is disorientated.
3. Oh god, yeah, he is. He's still trying to like fend off your spells. A blade singer and a barbarian. And they're trying to lean forward to get a swing at you, Dirk, but they're going over your head.
What can I say? McGlobbiot loves me.
Your turn, Dirk.
Cool. So I'm going to use my bonus action to give Bardic Inspiration to Roki. And because I'm a College of Eloquence Bard, it also means that if he chooses to heal anyone on our team, he can add the roll of that Bardic Inspiration to the healing. And with my main action, I'm gonna throw one of those. You know what? This guy who's just sucks. I'm gonna throw a command his way, and yeah, because everyone's gonna get an attack of opportunity on him. So I'm gonna just tell him, mate, you wanna think about running. This ain't working out the way you think it is. So yeah, I'm gonna cast command flee.
All right, flee. Well, it is. You're super inspired. Dirk, you use drugs to inspire people? Good. He fails.
Unfortunately, I don't quite have a... Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, he fails. I keep seeing that as a fail. He fails. That's fantastic. All right.
I've done the same. So,
alrighty, he's gonna flee.
Attack opportunity?
Well,
it's on his turn.
It's around to his turn.
Okay.
It's going to be quite a few.
You heard the gobbo. Let's get out of here. It's Scarpa. Stef, your turn.
That's what we need to.
Stef?
Bad timing.
You're
Like,
muted,
everyone else. He's like, everyone else will take their turns. I'll make a sandwich.
Oh no.
It's just like I have some
easy.
stuff going on the side.
It's fine.
Okay.
That guy is still alive, right?
Yep.
Yep, they're both alive.
Well, let's make him unalive, I guess.
Well, the guy. That's fine. Okay.
That's a nice hit. Slicing him as well. You open up a wound and he just starts bleeding into the open snow. The boss will know about this, one way or another. The family will come for you next.
Oh, what?
Faith.
Oh, the family?
Whatever that means. Faith is gonna head over. Doesn't look like anyone needs any healing. He is.
Hey, throw a rock at him, Faith. Just throw a rock.
Okay. The donk tries to donk him with her staff, and nothing getting through there. Thug on the ground, no longer prone, no longer under that effect, because she did. She got free of it. She's gonna move here, and what do you mean run? We have a job to do. Remember? Yeah.
Listen to your superior.
Actually, she's got advantage now because of pack tactics.
Oh.
That's right. These mercenaries work as a group, and that is going to connect. Dealing 5 points of bludgeoning to Dirk, and then with a multi-attack, swings again. Ooh, that one is a bit of a sloppy swing, though. All right, nice.
You
That's
try
gonna
to
go
hate
back
someone
to the
while
top of
your
the round.
partner's flailing and panic next to you.
Yeah.
It's not very easy.
Hey, you leave Dirk alone.
And he's also going to stab with pack tactics. Show how it's done.
Take your own medicine.
Stab. Ah, God, you little shite. And yeah, she's now bleeding from the thigh. There's a small little pointy dagger jammed into it. Tracker.
Oh, they're both bleeding? Okay. I will finish the job that I started and make a claw attack on the... Fuck. I should have said reckless. Never mind.
Hey, Tracker,
That's my turn.
Are you allowed to do? Are you allowed to do reckless after
No.
the
No,
after the fact, right?
no, I need to say it before. And I didn't.
That is one where you need to declare it, because it's a drawback, right? So if you say like, "Oh, I do want to make it reckless," yeah, it's a little bit ET. I just remembered you've got like 6 hit points, right?
Who? Oh,
Sorry, no, you've got like 12 hit points. So you should be on.
I don't know. It's up to
Yeah.
it's up to you. I don't know.
There you go. Something like 12 hit points because you got minus con.
It sounds about
Alright,
about
then.
right.
Roki, it's back to you.
Well, seeing that I just couldn't bring myself to cast Split Ruse, I'm going to just swing it with my mace after that.
Yep. Oh lord,
Wow.
you really don't want to kill
Struggling.
people after all. Oh
I mean,
lord, I
I
can't.
could say the same thing about Tracker. He also missed twice so far.
That's true. He is going to try and run on his action.
as you should.
Flee.
Everyone
is
swing!
the- Let me just check. Flee. The target spends its movement away from you, the fastest available means. Yeah, that's
There
going to provoke
are,
everything.
however, attacks of opportunities here, right?
So everyone attack
Go
at the same
ahead
time?
and go ahead and Caesar him. Holy shit! Another nat one.
I just can't.
Oh, the Roki. I can't. I might have to turn off the nat one mod.
Oh, we got a lot
Holy
of...
shit, guys! Chill. He's dead. He's already dead.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah. You're just
Oh,
laying
wait.
into him. Jesus.
He
That
watches
guy.
his comrade just watches us tearing him limb from limb, like fucking disembowel.
Yeah. Just... Oh lord.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
think at
Dirk's
this
turn
point-
if you want to, you know.
I mean,
Dirk.
does that put her into like a surrenderative?
Right, so you guys think I might be a
We'll
good
see.
fit for this group? And he Dirk looks at this this lady, and he turns to her, and you know what? We've more than got this fight, so I'm gonna say to her, listen, we'll make a deal with you, right? And I don't wanna, you know, she's just seen me crit this guy, right? Like she's just seen what's happened to her friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, you've seen what's happened to your buddy here, and you know it's clearly with a capable sort. You're outnumbered like 6-1, which doesn't look 5-1. I'm never as good at counting, to be honest. But I'm gonna make you a little deal, right? How about you lay your arms down, right? We talk this out, or I'm gonna finish you off myself.
As a reaction, she drops her mace to the floor. And lifts up her hands.
That's how you cast command without using a. That's how you cast command without using a spell slot. And then I just go, all right, get it, boys.
Yeah, it's either way. I mean, I don't even need an
I
intimidation
am my
check.
turn.
We need some
Yep.
tribute for the giants anyway, right?
Hmm. Are you gonna attack? Anyone else gonna attack her? Just a quick question.
Apparently,
No?
I'm struggling
Cool.
to
All
right now.
I'm ending the. I'm gonna end. Yeah, even if you wanted to, I'm gonna end the combat. She surrenders immediately, dropping the mace to the floor. This ain't worth any amount of coin. I surrender.
Do we have,
the
like,
other
someone
kobolds
tie
catch up
her
at
up?
this point.
Can I decide to tie her up and see if anyone does it?
Yeah, immediately all the kobolds grab her, drag her into a corner, and turn her into a mummified, roped up. You can hardly see her at the end of this. They all use their rope,
Could I
and they sit on her.
take a bit of a moment
He's restrained.
to have like a bit of a dramatic character moment?
Yeah.
Kind of just
Yeah.
be like a hey,
Go
no
for it.
interruptions, let me just do this. Let's see if I can get the character. So I'm gonna just do my kind of like just you see me frantic and I'm missing and I'm struggling as much as I'm trying to follow the intent, and I just wanna look at everyone and say, is this what you want? We're just gonna decide life and death now. Take them out, offer them to the giants, do what we want, get what we want, go back to the town, decide who dies. Are you all happy? A few days without Manny, and we've just like, fuck it. Fuck every time that we've tried to talk our way out of it. Fuck when we're like the kobolds, we're not going to kill them, we're going to protect them. Fuck, we're going to handle situations and talk to people. Fuck, we're going to go in and see what we can do. Fuck, let's face something dangerous and see how we can handle it and avoid killing. And now a few days and we're just let's decide life and death now. Fuck it, let's decide the town. Let's decide this. No helping, no trying to help the good guys, no aiding, no self-defense. Let's just do this. Is everyone happy? And I'm just gonna stand there and just you just see the grief on my face. I'm just like, after what shouldn't have happened to Manny.
Not helping the good guys. He said family. They're fucking triads. They kidnap children and sell drugs.
You don't know that, but
People, bro.
We don't know about these
They
people.
break people.
Nah, no, I've heard stories. These aren't the good guys, Roki. Good,
They're not
bad.
good
This
guys.
is
They drink their people. They feed their corpses. They possibly kill people to make the fucking meat. What do you mean not helping the good guys?
also in my
These-
defense. I just made him laugh, and you know, I gave this guy a little poke.
Not the results, it's how we do it.
Yeah, we're doing it in a way where the giants are no longer a problem for the innocent people, and the fucks are no longer a problem for the innocent people.
What innocent people? The innocent people of Goodmeat?
Yeah.
They've left.
No, they didn't. Not all of them. The children are still there, and a couple of others who couldn't leave. We established that earlier.
yeah. Olivissa, there are a couple of children and people under duress. Whether they're innocent or not, we're not sure, but they're definitely being forced. So you could argue there are innocents, but yeah. In any case, Faith says she just hangs her head for a moment and says, "It's true. They are possibly bad people, But Roki's right. All this killing, we're just deciding who lives, who dies. I don't know what our gods want us to do. But I know what Manny would have said. Would have tried to negotiate or find a way without this bloodshed. But I think maybe we're coming to the realization that this world is... It's not forgiving. It doesn't care whether you can forgive or forget. People are gonna die no matter what. Feels like the lesser of two evils. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna win by the end of this. They'll just be the ones who remain.
Well, I guess
Who
there's no
sort of
more
like
to say.
pull-
You guys don't look convinced, so take your offering to the giant and go in. I'll accept this is what we do now.
Dirk grabs a small hip flask out of his
Before-
coat,
before-
raises it up, and
Before we
goes,
go in,
"To the ones who remain!"
before we go in,
Jesus.
I would like to have words
Go ahead,
with
Stef.
Dirk, by the way. Dirk,
Uh-huh.
you know, you seem like the convincing type, right?
Yeah, I'm looking convincing. You
Oh,
notice
sorry.
you notice that that the odor coming from his hip flask is like literally, it just smells like the orange juice. Good.
So,
All right, so
a bit of backstory here, right? The giants we're just gonna talk to. You heard a little bit about the plan, right? But
Yeah, no, I've heard it.
I just want to set the stage for you. There was this amazing guy we had with us, Manny. Maybe you've heard of him. He's kind of dead now, so maybe not that amazing.
I've heard the stories.
Yeah, so he used to have a deal with those giants that he would kind of organize a romantic dinner and stuff, yada yada. Maybe you've heard about it, whatever. So, my idea is, right, we need to get those giants on our side somehow, and Manny is dead, right? And technically you could say that Manny died in the pursuit of like this mission or whatever.
Right.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is like we could tell them, right, that we cannot uphold our promise anymore because those guys fucked Manny over.
It sounds like a bad idea.
No. We could do this and.
So we tell them that. Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
he cares about his legacy with a bunch of fucking giants. Yeah. Play the game, just let them know. All right. So what are you saying?
I'm saying that maybe the initial deal might be off the table, but they wanted to attack the town anyway. We could just tell them that all the people with the yellow cloaks are the ones that kind of ruined the deal.
Yeah, that's what.
Painting
I don't use this word often, right? And you can ask my old Steivei about this. I don't use this word often. I've used it maybe 3-4 times in my entire life. But Stef, I think that's absolutely bloody genius idea.
Yeah, I'll leave the rest to you.
All right, I think I've got it. He touches his nose and he's like, "All right, I'll have some words. I'll have a quick chat with them, see what they say." And Dirk, having been briefed by Stef on this, kind of wanders on towards the cave.
okay, yeah, you catch up to the others. Inside, again, the smell of like some sort of a spit roast is on the fire. Sat around it is Friend, the massive ogre, Doug or Doog. He is the big giant, and he's got his pet cave bear with him, warmed by the fire. And he's already stood looking in the direction as you come in, because you're not moving in stealthily. And he says, heard some kind of commotion out there. What's the meaning of this? You heading
Right.
towards Main Street?
I
Right,
respond
fella.
in giant.
Holy shit. Oh yeah, he speaks
Oh.
in giant, I should say.
Oh,
Apologies.
even better. Then I will at least translate that to the group. And respond. I bring news from a friend who made you a promise.
Yes. Where's our cauldron?
Everything that is being said in giant, I will interpret to the rest of the group.
Got it.
What does this do? Good sir, do you speak common?
Last time you were here, I think it was
He wasn't here.
mostly spoken. No, I'm saying like as a party. I don't think you were. I don't think you spoke common. I don't remember. Maybe he did.
I remember Doug being able to speak common.
All right. Okay. So yes, he does. You can say whatever you like, Dirk. But he says, "So you want to grovel, buy for more time? Is that it?"
No. No, actually, I've got some good news for you. Well, I got some good news and some bad news. You know how you wanted to go raid that little town over there, Good Meat?
Hmm.
Right, which was your original plan, right?
If you didn't deliver, yes.
Right. Well, we've stuck our heads together and we've thought, why raid Good Meat when you can have it for yourselves? Listen, we were working with this guy. You know, I didn't know him very well. Bit of a shifty sort of character. I'm sure he's promised you the world, and he hasn't been able to deliver. But I'm here to tell you, listen, if you want to go attack that town, not only will we help you, but we'll make sure you're installed as its leaders. Or forget about 1 barrel, 2 barrel of meat. You'll have an army of kobolds making the meat for you round the clock. How's that sound? What do you think, friend? He says that to friend, not knowing that friend's name is friend.
All right.
Oh,
That's
you know
friend.
me, friend. Friend always side with dog. Dog, what you think?
Yeah, we're all friends here, mate.
I see. So you couldn't get the cauldron as promised. And
Well,
now
well,
you
here's
want
the thing,
to alter
right?
the deal. Sounds like
Well,
a
I'm
trap.
not trying to alter the deal. To be honest, no, it's not a trap. We'll prove it to you. Roki, can you Stef, are you out there as well? Can you bring in this fucking gold cloak?
Yeah, I can. I'll
Yellow
drag
cloak,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. One of you
alive
grab the
or
dead
dead
one. One of you grab the living one.
Oh, can I? do it?
We'll bring
Wait,
the
wait,
dead
wait,
one to
No.
show him that we mean business.
Wait, before.
But bring the live one as well, because I'm sure these guys are pretty hungry. Has your bear eaten recently?
Before we
Mm.
leave, can I loot the dead one?
Yeah, there's a mace, a heavy crossbow, and oh wait, no, this guy's just got a mace and an air stock.
Yeah, I'll
If
take
you want,
that.
I'll drag those into your sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
And I kind of, as she walks past, I kind of whisper in her ear. Oh, not in her ear, because I'm at half her height. But I say up to her, "All right, don't fuck with the digglers." And yeah, kick her. I just kick her towards the bear. Does the bear savage her, or
Fuck.
you
I
got to
mean,
keep these things
only on
well fed,
dice
mate?
one.
You've got to keep them well fed. They'll turn on you
Wait.
if you don't. Well, you know that. You've probably had
Can
this bear
I-
since he was a pup.
He grabs a hold of the bear and just holds him for a moment, because yes, the bear would ravage it. And Zay, what do you want to do?
Is there any way I can intercept the living one from being delivered?
Yeah, you can drag them back. They're restrained, so they're at your will. Oh. Uh-huh.
Looks like you given friend, new friend, Tasty, friend.
Doug says, seems as your ruthlessness is very evident. I don't know what this deal is all about. Taking over an entire town is no easy task. I've seen Goodmead's defenses. I've seen they've hired some more muscle. At least
And you've
well,
seen,
there used to be at
and
least
you've seen how
20
short a
soldiers in there.
and you've seen we can make short work of them. Now listen, outside we've got a small army of kobolds. There's the 5 of us. Faith is mostly here for moral support. You've got a bear, yourself, and friend. Now, if we weren't planning on taking over the town, we wouldn't be here, right? Would we? Because at the end of the day, they are a bunch. Well, you know, I won't say the words in front of the lady, but they're not the right sort. And I think we live in a world where people are judged based on their species rather than on their actions. Look at you guys living here in a cave. Why can't you have nice houses and good meat? It's wrong, I tell you. It's wrong. I don't know. You know, my family, we had to pull ourselves up from nothing. They just see us as goblins. Well, we're peoples too, you know. And he goes on to some like long rants about like socialism and equality between races and stuff.
What the
It's coming from a
fuck are you
goblin?
talking about? Houses are so overrated.
If you think about it,
This cave is so much better than that meat hole they have.
you know, opinions differ. Don't judge the cultures.
This is our life. We've always been seen as monsters.
Do you have an inspiration?
If we-
I don't know.
Dirk doesn't.
I bardic
If
inspiration, but
someone
I
else
can only
does.
do that as a bonus action.
You want to use that?
Can you use someone else? Can you use someone else's? But can someone else offer their inspiration for it? Is that allowed? I didn't think it was allowed.
I should
Yeah.
have one, I think. I never used mine,
No.
and we got a couple.
Well, if it's not on your sheet, then you don't have it.
I mean, maybe you
I know,
forgot
Roki.
to add it, or I forgot to add it, but I know you gave us the inspirations 2 times, and I'm pretty sure.
I know I did. And
I know Stef
I'm
has-
pretty sure if we looked back,
I know Stef
we
has
would
never
find
used
where you
inspiration.
used it.
See, I don't want to
no,
cast
I don't
friends,
see that.
because he'll know that it was magical.
Mm-hmm.
Well, friends.
He'll
is-
find out,
yeah,
and this
it's
is kind of a
magical.
long-term partnership.
That's a wisdom save. It's not a guarantee whether he will suddenly become hostile to you or not. Anyway, a 10. This is what he says. I'm only interested in the goods of Goodmead. Me and friend here are quite happy in this cave. We've just plundered what we wanted. If, however, you can promise that there's some sort of more loot to be had, then we might come along.
There is an
We might be able
amazing,
to.
there is an amazing treasure in their basement that you missed. It's
Roll a
just,
deception check.
it's
Are
just
you?
swarming with beauty.
That is technically
Swarming
true.
beauty.
I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Swarming with beauty.
Nothing sure about that
The-
statement. Roll a
The
deception check.
bee
Steph.
holder, you mean?
Oh
Oh yeah, the bee holder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to roll a deception at -6. God help me.
go for it.
Oh my.
That's
Huh?
decent.
Oh, it was only
Mhm.
-4.
Oh.
Nice. God damn it.
Steph, you're a
He already
sorcerer.
had a
Why do you have -4 charisma?
I'm not a sorcerer. I'm a wizard.
He's a fucking wizard, damn it. Look, the Duke already had a suspicion that some sort of trap may be here. And now he's kind of getting even more clued in on this. Kind of going like, there's a treasure waiting for him in the basement. Anyway, he doesn't necessarily comment on that. He does continue what he was saying about There's no houses in 10 towns that we would just even be able to live in, regardless. Maybe the meat hall. But look.
The meat
We've
hall.
never been
No,
in
no.
10
Listen,
towns
listen. The
like
meat hall.
that.
The meat hall's great. The meat hall's great. The meat hall's great, and it's all yours. And do you know what? All you want from good meat is the meat, because it's good, right? Right? That's what you say. All you want from good meat is the meat, because it's good. So, what if I told you,
Friend steps up.
instead of
and,
you
looks at
going
you.
over to...
He
Oh,
grabs
mate.
you.
Listen. Right, listen.
He lifts you
Mate,
up.
it's not... Well, no, I get a check against that, surely.
Okay, you can, yeah. Roll a athletics or acrobatics.
Sorry, what's happening? What did he say?
He said no one interrupts Doug.
Okay,
Wow.
not quite.
Yeah, even with your wriggling, he grabs a hold of you and lifts you and offers you over the edge of the fire. Like you can feel the embers sizzling your ears. And Duke says, as I was saying, we don't care much for living in 10 towns. And if we took over that place, it would only incite a riot from the other towns, who have much bigger militia, much more armed guards. They would have run us out of that town easily. Now,
No.
as for gather, oh my god, friend, grab him as well. He grabs you. Steph, make an acrobatics or athletics check. As friend grabs a hold of you too.
Sure, it's acrobatic.
He's got 2 hands. You're actually able to back away. Seems like his free hand isn't able to quite reach you. He shouts into your face with spittle running over your scales.
Don't interrupt!
Thank you, friend. Anyway, the issue I see here is if we take over Goodmead, kill everyone, there'll be no more mead to have. Who's gonna make the mead? I mean, these kobolds, you say? They don't know the first thing about making mead. And last
I'll
I
teach
heard,
him. It's
their
actually a
supplies
lot
had run-
easier than you think.
Shut up!
You take a point of fire damage as he lowers you into the fire slightly, sizzling your flesh.
I would like to respectfully pipe up, right? You see, that's the beautiful part. We do have a solution for all of
Stef, Doug is still talking.
Mm. Oh, it's all right. You can. He does seem like he's finished anyway. At that point,
Yeah,
go ahead, Steph.
That's what I would have gone from that. So, we might have a solution for that. You know, you would not be killers. You would be saviors, because you see, we don't want you to actually kill everybody in the town, but like you see that yellow cloaked person over there, they're kind of like really bad people. And
He's getting eaten by the moment. That dead guy you're pointing out is being ripped apart by Yoga Ball. Bits of tattered yellow cloth fly everywhere.
Bad guys, you know. So really, what you would be doing is like you would do the remaining people of Goodmead a favor, and maybe they could work out a deal with you for the meat, and then you could do that with peaceful relations without provoking the other towns.
Now it changes the entire conversation from just wiping out the 10 towners. Now you're mentioning the fact that you need to take out only select few. This is probably going to be a totally different check now. Probably more like persuasion. And yes, I know Steph's the one saying this again. Guidance is a thing on the table, which
Please,
definitely
somebody
Faith is
guide
going
us, for fuck's sake.
Guidance for you, Steph.
Come on, baby.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's what the token is for. Okay,
Oliver's-
cool.
Roll a persuasion check. You've got bardic inspiration, guidance. This could be a little bit better.
Um.
Oh, I roll a 6
And
for the
Oh
party.
my god.
God,
the
fucking
fuck?
damn it,
What
bro!
happened? What happened with that? That one? Jesus Christ.
That's bullshit.
Lord. It does look like it. It does look like a big fat bullshit. Oh shit.
Did I really just roll
Okay.
double nat 1? What the fuck?
No, you didn't roll double nat one.
It's
Such a
triple.
disaster.
There's-
Like roll-wise,
What
it's
the
a
fuck happened?
disaster. Everything else is fine. Like
Oh yeah.
the rolling has been
Oh
a
wait.
disaster.
Can I give him a help action to give him advantage?
Derek, help me out here.
What do you say?
Can I use
though?
the help action to give him?
The help action
Um,
isn't just.
well,
saying, "Here,
I
have
keep it short and
advantage." You
sweet.
tell me what. Yeah, tell me what you're saying.
Say, listen. At the end of the day, you'd be heroes. No one in the 10 Towns could even cut you slack. It would change how people viewed your kind and mine. And please take me off this fucking fire.
He lifts you up a little bit higher, but he's still got you. So you're appealing to their good nature and telling them that they're going to be heroes. Roll me a persuasion check, Dirk, and if you succeed on this, then Stef can have advantage. That's how the help action works in my game. I don't just give out
That's fair.
advantage. You have to roll it. Yeah, go ahead, roll.
Okay.
You're going to cast friends. Jesus, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And,
make it with
you-
advantage.
Roll with advantage. Wow.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm also
Oh, this was 12 out.
I'm gonna-
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure to remind myself 1 minute he has to roll a wisdom save to see if he knows you.
I'm
walked his mind
betting on
slowly.
these guys not being the wisest of creatures, but you know, let's
Of course. So
let's
that
hope
is
for the best.
It's very strange because at the moment he's about to laugh at what you're saying, like ha, heroes, like we give a shit about, and then you're like in the mid of conversation, you like do a little bit of magic, which friend I don't even know if he's smart enough to realize what's going on. I don't think he knows about casting spells, but suddenly he goes, actually, Duke the hero. Garg could fall for a hero.
Your lady friend
And
would
he
like that,
suddenly-
I'm sure.
He suddenly warms up to the idea. Steph, roll advantage now. So just roll your persuasion check again, and we're going to add the bonuses to it.
Wait, how do I persuasion?
Just
we
click a persuasion check.
So he's got a +6 from Bardic Inspiration
Yeah.
and a plus.
I
What
cannot
is a
add
+6
that,
from Guidance?
Don't bother adding shit. Just click persuasion, and we'll do the rest. Okay, 8 plus. Oh wait, 4 plus 6 is a 10.
+6
And then your
is
bardic
10.
inspiration was what?
What was
Oh,
guidance?
it
guidance?
was
your
6,
Bardic?
the Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, it was. And guidance. Okay, roll a d4. Here we go. This is faith.
14,
Does
wow.
save it. Does save it for sure. He says,
I should have really picked the paladin,
Ah.
guys.
maybe. But I will say this does sort of save it in a way. He didn't normally consider the idea that he could be a hero, but the Garg, he's thinking about Garg at the end of the day, and he thinks that could be a feat in itself. Garg would respect me, see me as a strong, powerful Verbeeg who takes no shit from 10-towners. They would be working for us, indefinitely. An endless supply of good meat does sound good. Alright, listen up. This is how this will go then. We will march into 10-towns. Me, friend, Yogo Boar. We will deal with your yellow capes, as you call them. And you're going to help us.
Yeah. One more thing. There will be houses marked with tokens, right? Is that what you called it? Tokens?
Yeah, that's right. Don't attack the ones with the Scrimshaw tokens. They won't be a threat to you. They'll be inside their homes. waiting for the storm to blow over. The main thugs, they seem to be guarding the warehouse anyway. So I think possibly the battle will probably go and take place there. But if there are no houses marked with it, then it's sort of open season. Burn like open season. Seasoning good. Make meat tasty. Right. So, with all that said, they say, so, where are we going now? Yogobor is just eaten, though. So maybe it's best to starve him out a single day. He does his best work when he's hungry. Don't you, Yogobor? Lets out a snort backs away.
Mm-hmm.
And you will tell these new 10-towners that they are to deliver a cask of mead every month to my cave.
Yeah, we can work the deal out.
Good.
Does anyone know how long it takes to create a cask of meat?
Not longer
We'll
than
say it's enough.
Oh, hey, there's a friend standing here.
Oh yeah, she's still wrapped up. In any case, it'll be just basically an arbitrary amount of meat to keep them happy, which will definitely cut into their profits. But it's that, or they have a giant.
If giant,
Sounds
they
like-
don't have a giant problem anymore.
Look. A cask of meat sounds like a very good deal for not being oppressed by the literal mafia or eaten by giants.
I mean, the alternative
Right,
was
exactly.
multiple casks per casks of meat that's being stolen from them route.
Yeah. I feel like we've worked on a pretty good deal here where we don't even need to kill the giants. Woo.
You
Might
saying
be.
that in front of the giant?
No. I'm saying that out of character. I am saying that.
I imagine you are. Okay, then. In which case, then it sounds
Nope.
like you guys have concluded your business here. You can. I think Duke will be introduced to the kobolds as well outside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. This is my family. They will be living in 10 towns. They help make me. Yes, very good. They will help. In fact, they will personally be the ones to give you the cask each month. Yes.
Very well. Your name was. No. I will tell Garg not to kill you on sight if they see you wandering around in these woods.
Oh, thank you. That's very appreciative.
He
All right,
likes
then.
being alive.
You've got one day. One day will be all you need, right?
Yes.
And then we attack. Good.
Yeah. I think she said the same thing, right? She said one day.
Yeah, I'm basically lining
yeah.
up deliberately so that it makes it easier.
Hey, Snort.
All right.
How about
You're
Sunday?
insane. The thug says. You're gonna kill all of us? I thought you said you were gonna let us live.
Well,
Well, let me live at least.
I mean,
I won't warn them. He's
have
not
we-
making it
have
any
we
easier.
inside her or anything like that?
You're still alive.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want.
You can roll an insight.
She said family earlier. I don't.
She did.
trust
Roll an
her.
insight.
I'm
Go for
surprised
it.
she surrendered, honestly. I figured that
Yeah.
was impossible.
She's definitely.
You
gonna
gather
work.
that this. She has a family, but you understand that doesn't sound like something she has blood ties to. This is a criminal organization, and they pay their mercenaries to do this kind of work. They're motivated by coin at the end of the day. So you could even buy them if you really wanted, but they don't want to be. They're not doing this out of some sort of sense of purpose or family. This is purely about who's the winning side here and who pays the most. That's
Okay.
mercenary work for you.
Okay. We're gonna make this very easy. I would like to ask her, right? Because we obviously know that they were set out here, like not to necessarily only help us, right? Who were you trying to kill from our party?
Shanda Froth ordered us to kill Dirk. Dirk Digger.
Well,
Diggler? That
Diggler.
guy. She
guys,
points to the
you
goblin.
guys,
Told you, specious, the lot of them.
I'm just saying, I have
You're-
no. She
you're no
seems
longer
like she
grappled.
had no personal beef with us, but she had beef with Dirk, so I would say Dirk gets to decide what to do with her.
It was purely business. I'm paid to do this work. I don't care.
Right, how much go? All right, calm down. Dirk is currently chewing on a piece of meat that was above the fire that he stashed while there. All right, so what are we saying then? What's your life worth? How much? Pay up.
We were going to get paid after we did the job.
Oh yeah, we all did that. Oh, we're gonna get paid after the job. Come on, cough it up.
She says, would have been 33 gold. And that was
What do you mean it would have been?
That's what we were paid.
What have you got on you now? Well, I don't care what you were paid. What have you got on you now?
They don't really have money. Like, they have pennies, like silver pieces, as if that. Yeah, I know. We're going to wrap up. So they don't really have money on them now, but they have promised of money. Look, you said you're going to kill Shander Frost, right? Look, he's got the money. I know where he stashed it to.
All right. You know, I'll make a deal. You'll fight with us, or you'll die first. Sound like a plan?
Roll an intimidation check. Now, this is she definitely surrendered, no questions asked, but asking her to kill her own kind, holy shit. What choice do I have? She is clearly going to go along with your plan.
Welcome to the party, Zaelong. This is Faith. This is Snorp. It's great to have you with us. You know the rest of us. We beat the snot out of you just a moment ago. Welcome. I'm sure we'll have many great adventures together, Zaelong. Zaelong, not Zaelong. What's your name? What's your name, darling?
Long Zay.
I don't know what her name is, but whatever. Long Zay. All right, Long Zay. All right.
I don't know. We'll call her like Lily.
Zay.
That's it. No, Lily. Just Lily. Fuck it. Yeah.
Lily. Oh, Lily. It's a pleasure to have you with us, and I'll talk her off for the rest of the day and the end.
Gotcha. All right. With
Would
that,
it
then,
be
I think we
possible that I stay at the cave? Because it's already way suspicious that only the two guardsmen were disappearing.
Can I pet
You
the
could
goat
even have
before we
Dirk
leave?
stay behind if you wanted.
Can I
You can pet the goat. Yeah, you want to
in honor of
pet
Manny?
Nubs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nubs got recaptured by the looks.
Oh.
Or Nubs.
Mm.
That's a
Brenda's
shame.
still up good
Yeah,
mid though, and so's Wiggs.
Can we have it so that because she's in a really bad position right now, right, Lily? Can we have it so that I'm basically trying to like reform her from her life of crime, and have her join us, the quote unquote good guys?
Yeah, you
That'd
can
be a
certainly
thing.
try. It seems like crime might be
Cool.
the only thing she's known and lived this whole life, but we'll see. If
She's
you
a victim of
you might
circumstance.
get information, of course. Well, you could say she made these
Oh,
choices to join this
might
organization.
we might get another party member. So
At the end of the
So,
day,
yeah.
she's probably going to look
Alright,
for
cool.
the first opportunity to leave you, right? Like you guys are keeping her under duress. I think also if you do manage to convince her, then you might gain some information about what her crime organization is and what they're doing here.
Also,
But we'll
just
see.
saying this, I just want to throw that out there, out of character, right, Manny? I'm already aware that you have a new character coming, right? You could take over
Mhm.
this character, right? That would maybe be interesting. I
No.
don't
You
know
could
what
be the next
Over
speaker.
Lily.
How about this idea? How about Dirk Diggler be's the next speaker of Good Meat?
Oh my god.
that would be incredible.
He
Yeah, yeah.
runs the
I
operation.
hate that.
You
I hate that.
you keep bringing
I
up
hate that.
people onto the party, right? And if you want to make a new character anyway, you have this criminal past guy that we just kind of coerced into joining us. I feel like you could work with that.
I mean, I could work with that. I mean, I'd be happy for, depending on how all this plays out. Yeah, we could try and retire Dirk Diggler as into being the speaker of Goodmead. It's always good to have friends in high places, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I'm aware I've already been warned that you don't actually want to play this goblin. Like,
when we get back and try to
it would
explain
be
what
exhausting
happens,
to play forever.
we get back, we're like, it was self-defense. Why do you guys attack us? The guy just grabs everyone apart. Like, the guards grab everyone apart from Dirk, and then fucking that guy comes ahead and just beheads you in front of us. Like,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
die, don't
but
you?
he'd have to roll for. He'd have to roll for that, and Dirk is actually, as you probably saw, really good in combat. I mean, what was that, like a natural 20, 16 damage with a rapier, incapacitated 1 with a vicious mocker, with a Tasha Siddis laughter, and then command flee on the other, so everyone got a free attack. He's like really efficient in combat.
I guess we'll see what happens with the options.
We shall. Next session, we will decide the fate of Goodmead. And I imagine it's going to be a clusterfuck in the town hall. So
Yep.
stay tuned for that. We'll tune in next week. Bye-bye for now.